You can hear me now. Okay.
Okay, welcome back to SpeedChat Plus, where if you subscribe, you get a plus. God, I'm trying so
You
hard.
sure
Anyway,
do. It's
we're
like a gold star, We love
we're
those. We
bringing
love
back Google
those.
Plus, guys. Who remembers
Ah,
that?
circles. Gotta love them.
I
Only the
barely
OGs
remember
remember.
anything from Google Plus. It was like integrated automatically with your YouTube account, and so you had
Yep.
to comment with your Google Plus account. It was like the worst thing Google had done in years.
It was something that they did. It sure was.
But yeah, we're back with Mr. Smirky here, and as well as myself, we got a lot to talk about today. Whether we're talking about some upcoming games, new releases, quirky shoutouts, and of course
Oh yeah.
some games that just came out that we wanted to talk about too. You know, we both have been playing Resident Evil, and then we're gonna top it
Yep.
all off with the top 10 games of all time, which is absolutely an opinionated and biased
I
statement.
mean,
So.
we've already done the Mount Rushmore of gaming, so
Yeah,
like
but there's
it's
like a
kind of
difference
similar.
between like what we think are like the four pillars of what made gaming what it is now and our personal top 10 of all time, which is super biased and
Yeah. I'm totally not gonna come up with half the list on the spot.
oh, that's totally fine. I am too. Like I have a vague idea, but we'll
Yeah.
we'll we'll get to that. So, let's start out with how are you doing? What have you been up to?
How am I doing? I'm good. Just sleeping a lot, resting a lot, planning for the next like round of events that are coming
Mhm.
up for me. So just keeping busy out here.
Hey, of course. I mean, you have so many events going on all the time. Like you were supposed to go to Loot Fest, and that was one that got canceled. That's actually why we ended up recording this early, is because we thought you were going, but then you're not going. But
Oh
you know
yeah,
what? It's fine. We can record today anyway. I put
we
it in
can
my
record.
calendar.
Oh yeah,
So.
we were recording today anyway. I originally was gonna like fly out the next day to Dallas, but decided that I it's probably not best for me due to some like personal stuff.
Understandable.
And I just kind of like figured like obviously it's great anytime I get to like host on a stage or like anything like that.
Hmm.
And it's like a big draw for me to go somewhere, but this was one of those like tough calls that I had to make, and sometimes you gotta say no to some stuff.
Hmm.
So that's kind of like what I ended up doing. Right now, my plan still is to go to the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. There's a lot like happening around that. My inbox is very flooded with all kinds of like check out our games and here's all these press releases, and it's a little overwhelming, but that's usually how it goes with press access
I mean,
to
I've got like
events.
a fair amount of all like, can you please check out my game? Would you consider making a
Yeah.
video about my game? Would you consider making a short about my game? And I try to be selective for the ones that really stick out to me, which I have one for my special game shout out later at the end of the
Yeah.
every
You
single
need to
week we
be
do a
like
special game shout out for any game that we're looking
yeah,
forward to or we're currently playing or anything like
you need
that.
to get
So
like paid for a lot of these shorts,
I
I
do.
hope.
I really need to, and it's
Yeah.
really it's cool because I finally make money off of TikTok now that I'm at 10,000 followers. I think I mentioned that before, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So very cool. That
Uh
backyard baseball TikTok is doing really good. It's doing numbers. So let's
yes.
go.
I will even talk about a little something with backyard baseball, I think.
We absolutely
Uh
will. But otherwise, in the
yeah.
meantime, I've just been chilling at home playing games. I've been working on a new project where I play all the Rayman games. I don't think it'll be that big of a project, but you know,
Right.
I think it could come out to be like an hour long video, and I'm really looking forward to compiling that all together. So I already
Yeah.
played the first Rayman game. It's terrible. But that's also
Mm.
because it was made in 1995, back when games were designed completely differently. It has some
Yep.
redeeming qualities, but it is hard and it is unforgiving, and that's just how games were made back then, right? Like my
Mm.
argument is that Super Mario 64 has a million flaws. For its time, it was a magnum opus, but there's a reason why we didn't remake it the same way we did today, and we have games like Mario Odyssey instead. Like
Yeah.
there is a lot of glaring issues if you look
Yeah.
back at games like that.
For sure, for sure.
But let's get into our silly shout-outs. I don't have a funny clip of the week because I didn't want to show you another one of my Valorant
No,
clips. But
you didn't. So you didn't get another ace? Is that what I'm
I
hearing?
no, but I got actually. You know what? I'll show you the funny 4K I got. How's that sound? Hold on. I
Okay,
totally have
I'm
that.
I'm good with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna show my funny 4K because this is like it's like 10 seconds long. Okay,
you might as well
so
tout it. Yeah.
I might as well. I'm gonna show off my one Valorant clip. So here we go. This is my one Valorant clip of the week, because I play way too much Valorant, but I'm always playing with my friends. So anyway, one guy dies on the right side there. There's 4 of them left. I turn the corner. There is none of them left.
Oh my gosh.
Just got an unbound,
Let's go Timmy Toontown.
Let's go Timmy Toontown. Yeah, so that I've looked at this clip like
Jeez.
6 times. I don't know where the jet is. I am like looking. I see
Yeah, I thought I saw
the
3
Reyna.
people.
I
There's
see
1, 2.
the chamber. I see the Omen. I just start firing. I don't even see the Jed's dead body. It's got to
Yeah,
be
there
like
was
right. I think it's that right there. If you
there was a
really,
third, yeah, a third person
there's
caught
a
in the
third
mix
body
there.
there. That
Huh.
I didn't even see the Jet when I started firing. I just
No, that's crazy.
saw people and I started spraying, being all like, "Don't worry, team, I got this."
1, 2, 3. I see 3 people. That's
and
that's
it gave me
insane.
4 kills. So let's go.
Wow.
It's my funny clip of the week.
No,
Thank you
it's
for
it's a cool clip.
thanks
It's a
for
cool clip.
tolerating my funny clip of the week. Anyway, funny shout out of the week. Reese's is releasing a peanut butter cup flavored toothpaste for a limited time in Australia and New Zealand. Does this mean we need
Man,
to move
the
to,
Aussies,
to Australia and New Zealand?
the Aussies are built different. I'm telling you, those Kiwis. Yeah, they got the Reese's toothpaste. I
I feel
mean,
like I couldn't do that. Like it this
no.
is the equivalent of how people would use like charcoal to like brush their teeth, you know? And like
Hmm.
technically charcoal helps. It makes your teeth all black, but like the charcoal itself is supposed to like fight off all of the bacteria and everything. And when you rinse it out, your teeth will
I
be
mean,
like as clean as ever. But like this I can't imagine brushing my teeth and just having like brown goo all over my mouth.
I
It just
mean,
doesn't
like
look right.
there's different flavored toothpaste, and I mean, like, you could say like if there was no mint toothpaste, that the green mint look
Mm.
would be a little weird. So, I mean, I don't know how many other brown toothpastes are out there, but I mean, hey, it says it's sugar free, so there's
I
that.
would hope it's
It's
sugar free and I'm
it's
not actually
cruelty
putting
free.
like chocolate in my mouth, you know? It's supposed to be a
I don't think you
flavoring.
are. It's just flavoring. I think, I mean, I'd try it. I don't know if I'd buy it. You know what I mean? Like,
You know the markup just for the Reese's name is going to be phenomenal, you know? You're
you
going to
think
look
if
on the
anyone
back and
ever,
it's going to be like 250 calories per
oh my
brushing.
God, you think if anyone ever gets sponsored by Reese's Puffs that they would send them this as part of
I
the
who
sponsorship
knows, man? That would be crazy. You get like the
or the
Reese's
care
cups, you
package?
get the Reese's cereal, and you get the Reese's
Yeah.
toothpaste. You know, it's like have your breakfast, have your dessert, and then brush it all away when you're done. Gotta always have Reese's in my mouth. You know, the Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, beat 'em up, beat 'em up, and brush.
Yeah. Brush them up. Brush them up.
Brush 'em up, brush 'em up. Okay, but that's just the start of our shout outs. Let's go through a few more shout outs here though. As you
Okay.
saw, this was announced last week where the God of War TV show that's coming to Prime finally gets its first screenshot and people
Yep.
have opinions.
Yeah. What's your take on this?
You know, my take is until it's a finished product, I think the acting can overcome anything that we see from any screenshot. Right? We have the guy who's playing Kratos. I'm still thinking ukulele because his name is Kardos in
Um,
that game. Kratos here, and he doesn't maybe look as Kratosy as he could, but when I look at that, I'm like, yeah, that's Kratos,
I
right? Like
mean,
I can
yeah,
buy that
it's
that's
Kratos.
Kratos.
Like, it's not. I don't know. Maybe people have like different ideas of how muscular Kratos should look, but
I mean, I think he looks fine.
I think he
I
looks
don't think he
fine.
looks
I think he
bad.
looks
You know,
fine.
it's like when
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal was announced as Joel for The Last of Us. He doesn't really look like Joel, but he acts like Joel and he does the acting well. So
Hmm.
if I can see this guy step into the role and act it well, I'm sure he could do great. The
Yeah.
boy, on the other hand, has much too long of hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure a lot of the thoughts and opinions are of Atreus. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Atreus. That's how it's pronounced.
Atreus.
Atreus. So I remember Atreus having shorter hair just because Kratos is always very stern. Boy, you must be in shape. Boy, you must act like a military man. Boy, shave your head and stand upright. You know, and so
Hmm.
him having this wavy hair is definitely a choice. But again, I'm not going to judge until I actually see it in action. A lot of people love
Yeah,
to
yep, yep.
overreact to this kind of stuff because
Of
first
course.
impressions are so important in a lot of industries, especially the entertainment industry. So
Yeah,
we'll just have to see where
yeah.
that goes. But I will be watching. I've watched all of these, like The Last of Us, and Carly and I watched the Fallout show up until this point. It's been very good. So you can't count your chickens until they hatch, and you can't judge a book by its cover, or you can't judge a child by his hair design,
Something like that.
his haircut or lack thereof, right?
Get a new barber.
Yo, but speaking of movies and TV shows, we did see this
Ah,
pop up. Ready for action! Sonic Movie 4 now filming in theaters worldwide,
yay.
March 2027. So
One year.
it's crazy to me that their turnaround time for filming, editing,
Oh my
producing, and
gosh.
getting everything out
Production,
there,
post-production, yeah.
yeah, is 1 year. That's crazy to me
Field
because
marketing, like everything.
I'm
Like,
used
I
to
mean,
it taking like a couple years, especially for big budget films. But the fact that they
yeah,
can go, like, I know there's a lot of work that goes into it. You have to do the writing and the scripting and the casting beforehand, and
yeah.
that itself can take upwards of a year. But then to be able to, go from shooting, post production, everything onto the big screen in a year is phenomenal to me. So I don't know if it'll
Yeah,
be delayed because of that, but we'll see.
I mean, I guess the good thing is that, most of it is like the animation. They still have to like have because I think they've had like figures like in set places of like where the characters are that they're actually animating versus like the humans. So like
Hmm.
we've seen that behind the scenes. So
It
I
definitely
don't know,
helps.
maybe that makes it easier on them. I don't know. It's always amazing to see how films like this get filmed. So
I love
yeah,
the
one
behind the
year.
scenes.
Yeah, one year, like starting filming one year from like release, I mean, is definitely a bit of a tall
It's
order, but
ambitious.
I mean, but they've also done three other movies, so I imagine they have workflows in place
Hmm.
and they are confident in what they're producing. So,
Matter of fact, half the movie is
Godspeed.
just going to be scenes from the previous three films. That's
It's
how
just
you
going to be a
streamline
recap for the
production.
first
Yeah.
half of the film.
They're going to
Yeah.
take the anime route where, like, the first third of the film is the actual last third of the last film, and then the last third of this
Whoa,
film is going to be the first third of the next film.
crazy.
I mean, you've seen anime that does that, where you watch an
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
and the first third is just a recap of what happened in the last episode,
Yeah,
and then you know
exactly.
that the last third is going
And
to be
then
the first third of the next episode.
and then it's like a 2 minute anime intro on top of that.
True. So you get
Yep,
like 8 minutes of fresh anime per episode, and we eat
exactly.
that up. I love my fresh
We
eight
sure
minutes
do.
of anime.
Mm. But yeah, Sonic movie 4. Looking forward
I'm
to it.
looking forward to it. Amy's supposed to be we figured out who played her, right? Like it was announced. Oh gosh, who was it? Off the
It
top of
was
my head.
announced. Yeah.
Somebody I knew too. I was all
But
like, "Oh, I
yeah,
recognize her."
Ben Schwartz
Oh,
even
it's
like posted a photo.
Kristen Bell, right? From The Good Place.
Yeah,
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 okay. I know her. She's a
yeah,
great actress. She'll do great.
yeah. She is. Everyone's really excited about Kristen Bell joining the cast. They've been like dropping little tidbits of like cast members and like people's involvement in like the movies and stuff. So it
Mhm.
should be pretty interesting to see how the product comes out. So that probably means we've got like a trailer like 6 to 9 months from now
Oh, I believe it.
of
I
what
mean,
the movie
maybe
looks
maybe
like.
at the Game Awards this year, right? Come
Hey, that would
December.
go hard.
I
That would
think
go hard.
so. That's my early prediction.
I
Game
mean,
Awards,
honestly, yeah.
GTA 5 or GTA 6 Game of the Year, and
They gotta
Sonic
have something other
4.
than GTA 6 to bring on stage, right? It
Yeah,
can't just be
true.
GTA's, it can't just be the GTA awards. That's
Can't
not
be the
how it, that's not.
GTA 6 awards. Actually, my
Yeah.
hot take is that even though GTA 6 will take Game of the Year because of like how massively it
It's a cultural
anticipated it's
phenomenon.
been,
Yep.
it's a cultural phenomenon. I don't think it'll be as diverse in the sense where it's going to sweep all other awards, right? I still think like best score is going to go to something else. I still think like best narrative is going to go to something else.
Mhm.
Like GTA 6 is big and it'll
Yeah.
probably have things that we I haven't anticipated seeing in any video game
Is it?
because the level of detail
Yeah.
from like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 is always top tier, so we know Rockstar is going to do that. But it's never
Who
really been known
knows?
for having the best music. It's never really been known
Yeah.
for having the best narrative. Like you don't think GTA 5 and you go, "Oh, I love the story," right? I don't even remember the story.
Nah, GTA 6 is going to be the Clair Obscur of
That's what
AAA,
I'm saying. I don't
quadruple
think
A
it surpasses
games.
Clair Obscur for the amount of awards it's gonna get. I
Mm.
think Clair Obscur is gonna get that. I will give it to Red
It
Dead
it's a
Redemption
neat
2
prediction.
though. Red Dead Redemption 2 definitely has all of those things. It had an excellent
Yeah.
score, but I just don't see
Yeah.
GTA being the same. You know, it's just not what people buy it for.
Yeah.
So that's
I
my
guess we'll
early
see.
prediction.
Yeah. Neat prediction.
Well, speaking of video games, we already have some reviews coming out for the new Pokemon Pokopia, and
Yeah.
it looks like reviewers love it, right? What is that? A
Oh
9
yeah.
out of 10?
There were a ton of 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10s, a few 8 out of 10s. Like, it's honestly becoming one of the highest rated Pokemon games
Of all
ever,
time.
which is interesting because it's not like a main series, any of that. It is cozy,
It is
Animal
literally Animal
Crossing
Crossing with a
Pokemon.
Pokemon skin, and when you take like two Nintendo giants like that and morph them together, I'm kind of actually not surprised at this. Like, there was only
Yeah.
two ways this was going to go. It was either going to get 9 out of 10 or it's going to get a 3 out of 10, just depending on how they were able to execute it. Because there's no way
Yeah.
that this idea is just going to end up a middle of the road forgotten game. This is going to be one side or the other.
Well,
So
it's
much.
receiving universal acclaim and it's a must play on Metacritic, so that means we got to play it. We
The
got to
irony
go.
too is that as good as Resident Evil Requiem was, technically Pokemon Pokopia is beating it out right now.
Yeah, with
Just
like
barely,
60
smidge.
plus less reviews from the critics.
That
All
is
the critics
true. That is true.
are yeah, when it averages out, right? Like the
80,
median,
80
like
less reviews, but still.
yeah, that's
It makes for a
yeah.
fun graphic though.
It does, it does. It definitely makes for a fun meme, right? But yeah, 40 reviews versus 110 plus, it makes sense
I
why
think it absolutely
that
makes
is how it
sense that
is.
both of these games
Yeah.
are great though. So even though it's like, hey, one
Yes.
is smidging out the other and is on Metacritic's
Hey, who
must play list
knows?
while the other isn't, I think both
Maybe
of these
both of them
games are
Maybe
probably
both of them could be
fantastic.
Game of the Year contenders. You never know. You never
I
know.
see Resident Evil Requiem being nominated for Game of the Year, not winning
Oh
it, but
yeah.
nominated, and I see Pokemon Pokopia winning the Family Game of the Year, right? Because
Mhm.
that's the category it falls under. It
Yeah.
absolutely can win the Family Game of the Year, and it just
Yeah.
might. Because what else? What is it competing against this year?
Uh,
Unless Nintendo
we'd have
drops a
to
surprise,
look it
I'm not
up.
sure.
Yeah. I don't know. We'd have to look it up. I mean, Nintendo's always shadow dropping stuff out of
True,
left field. You never know.
but like new Pokemon game doesn't come out until next year.
Yeah, it's
I
2027.
can't think
Yeah.
they're not going to drop a new Mario Party. The new 3D Mario probably is going to get enough hype where it's not going to be released anytime this year. I don't think unless
Mhm.
they announce it in the summer and then drop it right before the end of the year. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what it'll be competing against. But yeah, two great games and for different reasons, right? Obviously, there
Mhm.
probably isn't the biggest overlap in these two communities, but for what they're trying
Yeah.
to offer, they do what they do well.
All I care about is Tomodachi Life getting nominated.
You think that'll take like Family Game of the Year?
I don't know about Family Game of the Year. It's a bit of a weird game, but it's got to be nominated for something. I'm
Yo,
excited.
piggybacking off of Capcom though, you know, as they just came off
Ooh.
of just came off of
Ooh.
Resident Evil, we have a few other things they're coming out with.
That's right. And Reno's so excited that Capcom is doing the 30-minute spotlight live stream, which is happening this
The
Thursday.
day that this comes
The
out.
day that this comes out,
Mm-hmm.
2 p.m. Pacific. It has featured Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, Pragmata, the Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection, and Street Fighter 6.
Here,
So
I'll
Street
bring
Fighter
this
6
up.
probably getting some more news out of it. We're going to see more from Pragmata as that's around the horizon. There's a lot to look forward to, I think. Yeah, this kind of gives like a little overview of
Mm.
everything. They had some impressive stuff at their like TGS Taipei Game Show booth when I was there, like the little displays that they had. So I'm really excited. I will be looking to co-stream this and check out what they have in store. I don't know. Are you excited for any of these titles in particular?
So none of them have jumped out to me as things that I'm putting on my list, but if I had to choose one, it'd be Pragmata because I think
Yeah.
that one alongside Resident Evil has a shot for, being one of the best games of this year. Again,
Yeah.
it'll take a lot to be able to surpass the expectation set for GTA 6, but if
Oh yeah.
any of these games are going to be a contender, it's going to be Pragmata. And I don't think,
I think
not in
so
the
too.
just of the sense of like game of the year because it's so easy to just put a title on it, but a
Yeah.
game that is good enough to withstand the test of time and be
Mm,
talked about in the
mm.
future and reference, kind of like what we do with The Last of Us or what we do with Resident Evil. Games that just that stick around, or even are the start of a new IP. Pragmata could be something that you see future games continue to be made. At least that's just my
Yeah.
early impressions of seeing it. Whereas the rest
Mm.
of these are continuations of an IP, right? This is
Yep.
not the first Monster Hunter. This is not the first Street Fighter. This is definitely not the first Mega Man. But I think
Yeah.
Pragmata will stick around. I think it's going to be
I
that
think
way.
anytime there's like a new IP, that generates a lot more like eyeballs towards it. We saw that with like Splatoon, for example, years
Mm-hmm.
ago. We're seeing that with Pragmata, so it's pretty cool. I'm excited to see what Capcom has to talk about.
Capcom's not the only one that has had some things to talk about, and I know you shared this. Did this happen
I
like
did.
today? Is this when
It
this
happened
happened?
this morning. Nintendo's Indie World presentation took
I was
place.
not
So
awake
they,
for this.
yeah, it was bright and early. But they were highlighting a bunch of developers and titles that are coming out soon within the indie genre. Indie World is a showcase that they do every now and then, similar to Nintendo Directs, where they really focus on highlighting these like, you know, titles that are coming to Switch and Switch 2.
Mhm.
Sometimes they shadow drop demos.
Oh,
Sometimes
that
they
one's
talk about
cute. I
games
like
that,
that. I like that. I
yeah,
like this style.
Toem 2 is a game that I've had my eyes on for sure. So you get to hear about these games and see games that have been like worked on a lot. Some of these games I've like demoed. Some of them I'm hearing about for the first time that are coming out very soon. Look at that, like Konbini, the Japanese convenience store simulator, which is awesome. Outbound is also a game that I've been hearing a lot about, which is really cool. That cozy like exploration kind of game. The demo
Mhm.
is out today. So go check that out if you have Switch. Um, haven't looked too much into some of these other games like this one. This looks like a bit of a rhythm, like
A
platformer
rhythm
game a little
RPG.
bit. RPG. I
That's
dig
kind
it.
of unique, actually. A rhythm
I do kind of dig
RPG.
it. Yeah, it comes out in July. So yeah, I don't know. Did any of these games catch your eye
Well,
from the first
obviously the one that
impressions?
I picked out there very much did. If I
Or
already
Titan,
don't
yeah.
remember the name of it, but it just stuck out to me with the art style and the way that
Mm,
the gameplay looked just for a moment. And first impressions are everything when it comes to the gaming community. You got to be able to get
yep,
your
it's
people's
true.
interest, especially when there's a flood of these other games being showcased. But
Yep.
indie games are the backbone of the industry, right? You can't only have AAA games because not everybody's willing to shell out $70 and not everybody
Yep.
wants the biggest experience. I think it's totally fair and valid to be able to spend $10 to $20 on a game that you play for 4 to 5 hours. And that's something else that we need in the gaming industry. Not everybody's trying to dedicate 30 hours of their life to a video game. They probably don't even have 30 hours. They just want something to
Yeah.
play in the meantime, play on a road trip, play
Yeah.
on the weekends, play in between here and there. You got something going on at 6, but you have an hour and a half to kill. Let's pop up that indie game that I heard about or that I just bought.
Yep.
And indie games have such a wide range too, because we were talking about the emails we get and all the ones we have to sift through. I sift through a lot, and there's a lot of just like okay indie games, right?
Mm.
They're the ones that you usually don't see here being
Right, and they're looking for
showcased.
creators to help like
Mm-hmm.
promote them. So you're gonna get a lot of games that might be, niche in
Yeah.
that sense, right? Yeah.
And the thing is like you have such a wide range of indie games, from like things that were probably just thrown together because somebody had an idea but don't have they're just not technically skilled enough to fully flesh out or bring that experience to life, but you know that they're probably going to get better over time. And then on the other end is the one that we're usually praising, being like, indie games are really the backbone of the industry and what we need more of. And that's where your Hollow Knight Silk songs come from, where
Yep.
somebody really knew what they were doing and were able to go on a shoestring budget, create something phenomenally.
Mm,
And so it's like we have this wide spectrum, and it's worth checking them all out just to see what they're all about.
absolutely. So definitely keep an eye out for any indie world stuff throughout the year.
Yeah, speaking of
One thing
indie
that
games, though,
Yeah, so
yeah.
let's talk about the one more thing of the Indie World presentation. It was literally them going, "All right, that's gonna be it for," and then you hear scribbles, and it's like, "Well, are you taking notes?" Yeah, I'm looking for clues for this next game that we're gonna talk about, and it's Blueprints, and
Blueprints is
it,
literally that right
yeah,
side of the spectrum I was talking about
yep,
when it comes to indie games. That is so fleshed out. There is
it
so
is,
much to explore, so much to learn, and will keep you addicted for a long time. It seems so
yep,
simple, where it's like, oh, it's a puzzle roguelike. You lay out you have to try to get to the furthest point by laying out different rooms to get there. But then you realize that there's kind of an inner puzzle on even how to get to that, because you get to the end and the
yeah,
door's closed. Now you got to figure out
yeah,
how to get to the middle and dig underground, and you got to go outside and into like the cemetery. And then you
hmm,
realize once you beat the game that you've only scratched the surface of what
yeah,
the game has to offer, because there's like three more hidden ways to solve the clues and beat the game that it took some real hardcore puzzle solvers to solve. And I think
oh
it
yeah,
perfectly encapsulates the different tiers of appealing to a wider audience, where
mm,
I think a majority of people will still like this game if all they're trying to do is open the last door and get to the end, right? That's about as far as
yeah,
I got. But there's the real puzzle solvers, the people who really love digging deep and learning about lores and getting into ARGs, that would fall in love with this game.
yep,
It's what
they
takes the
are,
game from like
yeah.
a good fundamental game to something that's absolutely truly special.
Yep, they will cross their T's and dot their I's and look through every nook and cranny. And this is a shadow drop that no one saw coming. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition dropped same day as the Indie World presentation, and it is currently on
Available
sale. Available
now.
now. It is currently on sale on the Nintendo Store through March 11th at end of day Pacific time. It is normally retailed at $29.99, but currently is 34% off, meaning that it is $19.79, which is a pretty solid deal
Oh yeah.
for one of the acclaimed indie games out there. It was nominated last year at the Game Awards. It is a excellent pick. I remember buying this on Steam as part of like a bundle deal
Mhm.
as well. So this is, if you're into puzzle games or mysteries or anything, this is a fantastic game that we both highly recommend that
Did
you
you ever
get.
end up beating it, or at least getting to like that final room?
I have not. No.
Ah, sounds like you got something
Still
else to
gotta
write on
play.
your stream
Still gotta play.
ideas. Bring up the
Oh yeah, it's still
notepad.
gotta play. Yep. And now I can play it on Switch too if I want.
It's
So,
so good. You will get lost. It's so good.
oh
I
yeah.
told this story like when we first even brought this up last year on one of the Speed Chat Pluses, where when I first got the game, I got it free on PS Plus, and I was like, that's something to play like in the meantime when I have my evenings free. I like to play video games off stream, just something
Yeah.
for me to enjoy. I still like enjoying video games outside of the work that I do with them, and I could not put this down. I played it for a week straight, and I got like really deep in a run, and then Carly and I had to leave to go to a wedding in Texas. So I kept my
Mm.
PlayStation on with the game paused while we left for 5 days. And then I came back and picked up my run right where I left off.
So I'm gonna pivot from blueprints here with
Mm-hmm.
some breaking news that
Oh
I did
yeah.
not link to you, that broke in the past half hour, and you're gonna open this right now on our lovely little monitor.
Oh,
That
let's
Highguard's
go.
Highguard's final update is arriving soon, and they have made the decision to shut down Highguard on March 12th.
That's
So
so fast, man. I can't believe it.
very, very fast. They
Oh my
have not been able
word.
to build a sustainable player base to support the game long term after its debacle of a launch, and the servers will remain online until March 12th. But they're releasing one final game update, adding a new warden, new weapon, account level progression, and skill trees to enjoy for
A
a week and a
week.
half.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So if you're into High Guard, sorry, this is news that you probably already know, but literally just broke in the past 30 minutes of this recording. What are your thoughts, Aaron?
I can't say I'm too surprised. My heart breaks for them because I know that this
Of
was their
course.
passion project. It really was. And the reason it failed was because it had such high expectations. Like if it just shadow dropped, I think they could have done okay with it. But once they laid off half of their staff, you kind of knew that this was an inevitability. And a big part of
Yeah.
that is just that any live service game you make is a huge gamble. I know a lot of people ragged on Sony for closing Blue Point Studios, and those people probably didn't deserve to lose their jobs either. But the fact of the matter is the reason why Sony had Blue Point Studios is because they had them working on live service games and decided to pivot away from that because they didn't want a repeat of this. They didn't want a repeat of Concord, where they put all of this time, money, and resources into a live service game just for it to fail. Every single live service game right now, and every single one of these major companies is trying to chase the high of like Fortnite, where they saw the high ceiling that they could make from having people who play the same game over and over again and just and feed off of those microtransactions. But it's such an anomaly for one of those to actually be sustainable, right? Like you're probably better off being consistent with your single player projects and continuing that for years to come, as opposed to putting all your eggs in one basket. So when PlayStation kind of cut that off before it was even able to grow, it was their sign of being all of acknowledging the fact that these live service games probably ain't it. They canceled a live service Last of Us game and a live service God of War game. And I'm actually so happy that they did. I just wish they didn't have to close studios to do it. I wish those studios
Yeah.
had new projects to work on and could continue working
I can't
on their
imagine
passions.
how those like team members feel from just months difference from
Mm-hmm.
the hype of the fall into the winter to the Game Awards, and now like it's post winter, almost springtime,
Mm-hmm.
and
And like it's not
suddenly
their
all your
fault,
hard work.
They're
No, it's
they're
not.
working on something
It's
that they're
not.
passionate about, and then unfortunately it just didn't resonate
Yep.
with everyone else.
And
And
it needs to be case studied. The rise and fall of Highguard,
that's
the
literally
highs and
what
the
I named
lows,
last
the
week's
highs, the
episode.
highs and the lows.
The high
uh,
guards and the low guards.
don't let your guard down. The highs and lows of Highguard. There, I wrote the research paper title. There we go.
I like
Oh
that.
man. Hey, thanks. Checks in the mail. So yeah,
You
that
very
was
well could make a video about that. Maybe even if
very
you
well
want to,
could.
if you just want to sit down and
Very
write a quick
well.
script about it. I mean, it's literally like it's the
Yep.
cautionary tale of a live service game, and that's what it boils down to.
Yeah. Well, I also do though really feel bad for the Highguard
Oh,
development
I do
team
too,
and
for sure.
wish them nothing but the best. It's very sad to see. And hopefully hopefully they all find something better. Because
Hopefully
yeah,
that
I
they
love
can pivot
seeing
from this and make something
right, because I
new.
love seeing ambitious projects that are derived not from like a big name studio or anything. And it's just a big passion project. And we saw that with Claire Obscura and how successful it was. But Highguard just could not find its footing. And this is why we have this breaking news on Speed Chat Plus. So I wanted to make sure I
It,
brought that
if
to our attention.
anything, what you'll notice is what's not being said. They did say that Highguard is closing, but they didn't say they're closing their studio. So I think, if anything, hopefully, this just means they
Fingers
pivot
crossed.
and go into a new direction. Make Titanfall
Yeah.
3, make Titanfall 3, make Titanfall 2, make Titanfall. But yeah, they're a talented group of individuals, and I think they can still pull off something amazing. All right, pivoting back to more video game news and announcements, and one that you're specifically excited about. You played a demo for this one, didn't you?
Yeah, they had a demo for this at Taipei Game Show. Dense Attack is on the way. It is now officially launching on June 17th, and that was news that they shared at the Indie World presentation. If you like rhythm and you like doing tricks
It's
and
it's almost like
you
a Tony Hawk style
it
game,
yeah,
almost.
it's kind of wacky and I love it. It's got the cartoony vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty much on like that Japanese train kind of thing, but it gets a little crazy and it's beautiful and colorful and awesome,
It has its own
and
unique art
vibrant.
style, and I
You
like
can
that.
customize the train. I mean, hey, it's pretty cool. Yeah, very unique. They had a really cool booth at Taipei Game Show, and I got a really cool poster of the game too. So, which I did bring to the shout out of a couple episodes ago. So
Mm-hmm.
now we have a release date. The demo is also out, and there's an exclusive in-game skin for Switch 2 as well. So the devs went ahead and presented all of that news. The Undercoders, the Barcelona-based studio, is the one behind it. And it's super awesome that they got to open the indie world presentation. Actually, they got
Mm-hmm.
to kickstart things and set the tone, and it was really cool to see what they had to bring to the table. It's a game I'm really looking forward to. I might have to try the demo too,
And
just
it
to
comes out a
make
day
sure.
before your birthday.
Yeah. It comes out right around my birthday, so that's a nice little birthday gift, which is really nice. Maybe I'll have to play it on Switch too, when it
Maybe.
launches. We'll see. Yeah, the demo is out though, so I might have to give that a try and see how I feel about it.
I feel like I don't know what they've been doing with their advertising or their marketing, but they're doing something right because I've absolutely heard of this game. This is like
Oh
the
yeah,
fourth time it's crossed my path,
yeah,
and I instinctively like recognize it. You know, it is unique enough to stand out where and whenever I see a trailer for it, I'm like, "Oh, it's that game again," right? It's not
yeah,
mixing up and muddling with all of the other games that get lost.
yeah,
So they're
yep,
doing something right. I'll give them that.
yep.
Yeah, we got at least one more game shout out. At least because this was this announced
We
like
got a few more.
after our episode from last week? I think it was, right?
February 26th, right? So that would have been on Thursday, so the day our last episode went up.
Yeah, so we couldn't have seen this at the time, but obviously they're like, hey, a new backyard baseball game. I've been talking about this a lot.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, I love the backyard sports series. I've made a couple of videos. I've made several shorts. I've even had some interactions and some conversations with the people behind it. They've sent me some cool merch and stuff, so I'm very blessed to have that relationship with them. And now they're announcing a brand new backyard baseball game, and I'll even skip forward here just a little bit, where it's not just any old backyard baseball game that you might recognize. It is coming to a 3D environment, which is a
Yep,
risky kind of play to do, in my opinion, just because
it
the
is.
old 2D style shifted to 3D in the early 2000s, and that was kind of where a lot of people marked the downfall of the series. But a lot
Mm,
of that is because they transformed it too much. It wasn't just going from 2D to 3D. It's the fact that when they did so, they changed so much about the game, whether it's the physics or the kids themselves, the personalities, that it just didn't feel like the same game anymore. Let me see if I can bring up the Steam page for it because
mhm.
they did a really good job of still holding strong the same sort of style, even bringing it to 3D. And so we can see here. That's the wrong button. This one, we can see these images that they have where it is still like the same point and click, the same box, the same kind
Yeah,
of vibe that you get from those old style backyard sports games, but with just a new coat of paint and maybe a new graphics engine and everything. So Pablo looks as good as ever. Playground Commons, this is a returning field that we've seen before, just now 3D and reimagined. So it's absolutely still the backyard sports we know and love, just kind of brought into the modern day. And I think
mm,
that's what's great about it, in my opinion, at least. We won't know until we play it, but I am very
true.
excited and very, very much looking forward to that, as you saw with the fact that they were looking at a few of the different comments. People are like, "Hey, is it okay if I'm crying from this beautiful moment in history?" You can even see your tweet there in the reply, right? Because on that last one right there, that's me. That's
There you
me.
are,
Look, Gary.
my
There I
streamer.
am. I'm on there. I'm on the image. This is going to go so hard, and indeed it will. Hopefully, probably. I
You've
believe
been
so. I
noticed.
was
I love it.
noticed. I love it. Let's go. Shout out Backyard
Pablo
Sports.
Sanchez literally hit that ball into another dimension. That's a good comment.
He did though. I mean, it's gonna be good. Hopefully, that's all I can really say. But
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed. I plan
Fingers
on getting
crossed.
100% for this game as well because I've gotten 100% for every single Backyard Sports game that they've re-released up into this point, and even went out of my way to 100% Backyard Skateboarding, which I have up there in the background. I wanted something up in the
Yep, I saw.
background.
I
So
noticed.
yeah, so
Yeah,
that's my Backyard Skateboarding gameplay. I went through it
love that for
100%.
you.
Thank you. It's a great game. Check it out. Actually, it's almost impossible to check it out. I downloaded it in ISO, and for some reason, it actually works on my modern computer. I don't know how I
Oh,
got that to work. That game's from 2004.
hey, more power to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, a few more games, though. We are never done shouting out games. Am I
We're
right?
never going to stop shouting out games. This one, though, is actually something we don't know yet. So this is actually going to be unveiled an hour after Capcom does their presentation on the same day. There is some kind of new RPG thingy being revealed, right? So it's very interesting. Just a teaser, just a taste. 20 seconds. That's all we get here. Rated T for teen.
For blood and gore,
Um,
violence, mild suggestive themes, which is the biggest buzzword in gaming, and language. We get
yeah.
like this nice 3D kind of environment with some great looking textures, so very like hyper
Yeah.
realistic. But you also see this giant
Yeah.
like pipe in the middle. You notice
Yeah.
that?
It's interesting. I
So
do
I wonder
notice.
what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. We like I mean I'm in like we got the little protagonist there. I'm
Are you sure
like
that's
in
not Zelda from
Bandai's
Legend of
it's
Zelda?
is this a Zelda IP?
Zelda?
No,
Yo, they did Zelda?
no, I am in Bandai's like creator collective and
Mm-hmm.
we all found out at the same time as the public did. Like I don't know nothing about what the heck this is.
What's this over
And
here? They got like a glowing stone. What's the glowing stone over there, huh?
ooh. By the time this episode comes out, you'll probably like know what this is. So look at the Bandai Namco Twitter and social media accounts to find out what exactly this was. What are your predictions, Aaron? Let's look like
I think
fools for
it's
a minute.
Legend of Zelda. No, so
All
it is
right,
an
I
RPG.
will
This is.
say Dragon Quest, the Forbidden Lands.
Oh,
I
you
don't
think it's
know.
going to be a new Dragon Quest? Okay, so I'm
It's not,
thinking
but
I'm thinking it's a brand new IP because it says new RPG reveal. So
it
I'm
is. It's a new IP.
okay. So we're being
It's
funny.
like
We're both being
Ron
funny.
answers only. Ron
Wrong
answers
answers
only.
only. The new
Yeah.
Super Smash Bros. It's
Everyone is here.
wait. No, it's Bandai Namco, right? This is
It
Little
is Bandai
Nightmares
Namco.
4.
Ah,
It's Little Nightmares 4. How do we not see it before?
Little Nightmares, Big Dreams, the RPG. There we go.
Oh, it's
Yep.
so good. But we can't overlook probably the biggest announcement from this week. And of course, how could we, right? This is probably going to get us a little bit of copyright, but that's okay. Well, we're not making money from this yet. Not actual gameplay footage. Can't believe it. This is absolutely the first look at the new Pokemon Winds and Waves, which we talked
Yep.
a little bit about last week. And
That's right.
I'll skip a little bit forward to look at the cute little Pikachus. I love the
Oh
way
my
that they're
gosh,
just
it's our
slaying.
it's our parents. They turned into Pikachu's. What
Oh
happened?
no!
Oh
Detective
no.
Pikachu be looking different.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Except Detective Pikachu's on vacation in the Maldives.
The Maldives. What's he doing there?
I thought of the Maldives when I first saw this trailer. I don't know for sure what
Honestly,
the
I'm not
exact
like
inspiration
I'm not
is.
geographically inclined enough to be able to tell different islands apart. You
Yeah,
could
but
tell me
yo,
this
look at
is
those
New Zealand.
clouds. Those clouds, though, the water. Okay, like
So like
they
my first
definitely up the
reaction when I saw
ante.
this, I was like, okay, so maybe it's like the same thing that we've already gotten a couple times, but then people actually did like side by side comparisons. This water looks a million times better. Like
Oh
legitimately a
yeah,
million times better.
it
The
really
textures
does.
on the rocks literally look a million times better, right?
It
Like
looks
even
so
the
much better
grass.
that IGN is quaking in their boots.
Too much water. Oh
Too much
no.
water. Pokemon actually like replied to an IGN tweet being like 7.8 out of
7.8
10
out of
wave
10, right?
emoji.
Yeah.
It was
So,
hilarious.
if anything, it means they finally caught up to where they're supposed to be. It's nothing
Yep.
groundbreaking, but it's
Nope.
meeting
That's
expectations.
right. And
I love
this
meeting
these
expectations.
games are going to be a Switch 2 exclusive, meaning that if you have the original Nintendo Switch, this is the first game that you will not be able to play in the mainline series. You're going to need to upgrade specifically to a Nintendo Switch 2 to enjoy these waves. I mean, look at those
That
waves. They
is
look
the water
absolutely.
looks fantastic. This is
Yeah,
not what
you're.
the water looked like in the other games. So they
That's right.
actually did pretty good with this.
Yeah,
And
no.
some people were like making comments being all like, "Wow, I really feel like I could not walk into these buildings." But we don't know that. Maybe you can.
We
Who
don't know
knows? You
yet.
haven't
I
played the
mean, they
game
look kind
yet.
of
Stop
small,
making
but hey,
assumptions. We don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. We really don't know. This is so early on.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, this is being globally launched in 2027, meaning that these games do not come out in November. So
No,
there's
they
more
have a
time
lot
for
to still work on.
they
Like,
still are working on it.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping, if anything, the one thing I get from this screenshot is that I hope that it gets a little bit more full. I want this place to look lived in, right? I want to see people standing on the docks that you can interact with. I want to see like fishing buckets and fishing rods on the side and somebody fishing off the side. I want to make it,
Yeah,
I
like
want it to
Toontown.
feel like somebody lives here, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of
Like
just being a
it's an
location. And
island
I'm sure it
community.
probably will be. And
Oh
this
yeah.
is just really early footage, right? Where they're just
Oh
trying to
yeah.
showcase what they have so far.
Oh
Especially with
yeah.
like, do you see that little? Hold on, did you see
It's like a
the
little
little bit of? There's a
little
code there. What
text.
does it
It's
say? What does it
almost
say,
like
Michael?
unknown. I can't translate the unknown, right? I don't even think it's unknown. I don't know what it says.
I don't know
Do
what it
you?
says either. No, I got no
No.
idea. But the Pokemon look as good as ever. Is this?
Slugma is all
This
like
is this is a
glowing.
repeating one. I don't remember this one's name. Do you?
That's it's not Centiskorch, is it?
That sounds right though. Like I would
It
if
it no, because Centiskorch is the
evolution
evolution
of it.
of Sizzlipede is the name of that one.
Sizzlipede. All right, shout out my
Yeah.
boy Sizzlipede.
And then Pikachu is a new appearance and fur animation, little coloring difference there. So, and then the Pokeball animation. Everybody's here.
Everybody's here. But
Smash
of course,
Bros.
we got to get to the biggest part of this announcement, and that's this right here. It is the three
Our
starters.
starters.
We've
Yes,
got
everyone
the
is
angry
raving about the
bird, the
starters.
sassy lizard, and the no thoughts head empty dog.
Yep, that's right.
Do we have names for
Correct.
these officially, or yeah, no, because
We
they
do.
showed them. Yeah,
Keep
yeah, yeah.
keep watching.
It shows it. That's right. I'm stupid.
So here we have Grout, so
Grout.
the grass type bird. We
We
have
got
Pombon,
Pombon.
and then
And
we
we've
got
got
Gekwa.
Gekwa. Gekwa is definitely
I'm on
going
team.
bipedal. There's no way, right? 1,000. It's already kind of bipedal. Look at that. I don't know if you saw
Everybody
this.
just
This is something
everybody
that
just
I
wants
had.
Pombon to not stand on 2 feet.
I know. I actually brought up so many of these, right? This is the whole gimmick of this section, right? Good boy. Now stay. Don't stand. Tape his feet down. Don't do it.
That
There's
is
so many of these.
hilarious.
I'm not even kidding. Burn the world. People have
Bruh.
been loving it. But look, mommy, fire starters. Don't look at them, Pombon. I don't want you to be influenced. Oh God, no, Pombon. It's too late, mother. I've seen my destiny to stand on 2 legs.
Firefighting type. I'm screaming.
Oh, and then this is the final evolution of all 3 of them.
Ah,
Leaked
yes,
early.
that's right.
Leaked.
Yep, that's what they look like.
And then, of course, please don't stand up like the last one. Please don't stand up like the last one. Please don't stand up like the
Masquerada,
last
yep.
one.
It's so funny.
So
Everybody
the
really
ongoing
doesn't want
joke
it.
is like, please stop standing. Be an
How much you want to bet?
animal.
Yeah, be an animal. How much you want to bet they do stand?
My money is, if I had to take a guess, I think let's go back to the
I think
showcase.
it might be possible. I think the community will be in shambles.
I think that the one on the right, the water type definitely stands. I think the dog doesn't, and
then the bird.
The bird is already bipedal.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want from me? The bird already stands on 2 legs. It's not gonna
If
like.
we have 2 out of 3, we just have to make sure it's not Pombon.
Don't do it, Pombon. Don't do it. We've already
Just hanging in there.
already
Stay cute.
screwed the water type to do so. Just stay a doggy. Stay a cute little
So
guy.
which of the three are you gonna pick? Is the big
It's okay.
question.
So first off, just by vibes, I want to go with the water starter, just because I like the way that they look. I like their design, but I
Oh yeah.
also know that this is like an island, right? There's probably going to be water Pokemon aplenty, and if I actually want to have like a nice rounded out team, I should probably go with the fire starter because there's going to be a volcano, and the volcano has like we've seen a couple of the fire types in there, but I don't think any of them are going to be as good or better than the fire starter.
Mm.
And if I just want to, throw my fist at the world, I'll get the grass starter because look at him, he looks so funny.
I mean, he's here for some serious business. You
Actually, I
know.
wonder if I can hold on. Can I bring this up? I have one more thing I want to I want to show because it's so
Whoa, one
good.
more
It's one
thing.
more thing. Hold on, I'm pulling a Nintendo and going one more thing.
You really
Because it's
are.
so good. Where did I share that? I think I might have put it in memes.
Pokemon Blue Prince, Pokemon Red Prince.
There we go. All right, copy link. We're gonna put this. I got to do it on my phone because right now technically I'm recording Discord, so like it would look funny if I were to
Mm.
switch channels. All right, this I think is so funny. I don't know if you saw this or not, but we'll watch it together here. Got to credit the person who made it.
Love the music.
You dare select somebody else? Dun, bum, bum. Da, 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 da. Come on, pick me. You know you want to. Do do do.
His eyes, man.
I know, he looks so intimidating. A lot of people have been describing it like the Duolingo bird and the angry bird had a baby.
Well, not it coming closer.
It's like you
I hate
better
it.
choose me.
Oh my God, I'm screaming. That's
So
a good video. That's a good
yeah.
video.
But yeah, that's the new showcase for the new Pokemon. Way far into the future, we have plenty of time. This is actually the longest amount of time between mainline Pokemon
Yeah,
games that they've ever had. So
that's
hopefully
right.
that means it's had a lot of time in the oven and that they're cooking up something
You
special.
see that darker cloud on the right? It looks like some kind of
I
Pokemon, maybe a
did see that.
legend. You
Hold
never
up.
know. There are a
Oh.
couple clouds like that, so maybe that's hinting at little mon or two.
But
And
you
then
can go
hey, look at this.
underwater.
You can go explore underwater. We got a bunch of different Pokemon there from past generations, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't have much to show for new Pokemon in this generation. We don't know how many new Pokemon
Hot
are
take,
being
I think that's
ideated.
okay. I think that is
Oh
fine.
yeah,
We have over 1,000. That's enough for
we do.
me. We
We
have
do have
plenty
over a
enough.
thousand.
You can add like a dozen more and I'd be okay. Like they
Which
don't they're
one are
not
you
even
gonna get?
showcasing they're not even showcasing like the legendaries, right?
Nope, they're
Just
not. Not right
starters right
now.
now. So
Are you gonna go for winds or waves, do
I'm
you think?
feeling waves initially. Waves just speaks
Mm-mm.
to me more, but
Yeah.
we'd have no idea what the differences are gonna be. Yeah, so
I will
we don't know.
I will see what my sister wants because whatever she wants, I get the opposite of. So
That way you can
it's
trade with each other.
that's right. It's usually how it
It's a
works.
good way to
So
go. Then maybe
only
I'll go
on
the opposite
Switch
with
2.
you, and then we can trade with each other.
True, true.
Hmm.
Switch 2 exclusive global simultaneous release 2027.
But we don't know if that's early 2027 or late 2027. People are so used to
We
like
yeah,
Pokemon coming out in like October, November.
right.
It could be
Of this
earlier. We
year,
don't know.
like no, but it could be a whole year like past what people were expecting.
Hmm.
So they want to get it right, I think. So
Yeah, but already
we'll
two
see how it
million
goes.
views on just the one from the Pokemon channel, and then counting up
Yeah,
all the other views from everybody else who has like made their own videos
that's
and
right.
everybody who saw it live. So it's going to be a big release. This might be Pokemon's biggest release in years. I would
Very well
venture to say.
possible.
Even
Yeah.
more so than Pokemon Legends EA, which, regardless of its rating, it did sell a lot when it first released. A lot of people were looking forward to that.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right, but Michael, tell me about this next thing that we're talking about here. Elgato introducing the new hashtag WaveNext. You
So,
probably would know more about this than me anyway. So,
last episode we brought up a teaser video that Elgato teased about Wave Next. We had
hmm
no idea what it was. Now, as of today, they made their big launch. They are doing the next wave of audio products to level up everyone's audio setups for content creators. So to like kick that off is Wavelength 3.0, which is software that is completely free to download, and it is something that is very powerful and also works with like any microphone that you have. It doesn't have to
Hmm.
just be the Elgato ones. But in terms of Elgato products, they have new updated tools to bring your voice into Wavelength. They have the MK2 variants of the Wave 3 microphone, the one I'm using right now, but not
Nice.
MK2.
Well, it's because
The
it
Wave
hadn't come out yet.
XLR, yeah, the Wave XLR, the XLR dock, and the Wave XLR Pro. They have two different Wave XLRs, which is honestly like good alternatives for those folks that had like the Go XLR that is now like not in production anymore and is
Hmm.
kind of breaking for a lot of people. Um, and yeah, it's meant to be like real-time audio, ultra low latency, no complicated stuff. You just plug it in and you tweak the settings and you sound amazing.
Hmm.
Uh, and then on top of that, they also dropped a brand new Stream Deck. And we all know how innovative the Stream Deck has been for creators. This one has 36 buttons and 6 dials. So it's
Jeez.
the best of both worlds between the original Stream Deck and that Stream Deck Plus that they've like had with the dials. Now it's like the best of both worlds and amazing. And you just have like the most control you could possibly have. It's almost like it almost looks like something you would see in a production setup. I mean,
Yeah.
it really
Like,
does.
I was gonna say, the thing is, this is not gonna be for everyone, but for the people that it will be for, they're gonna use this to its full advantage, right? Like, think of like,
Yeah.
have you seen BB Jess's setup, like behind the scenes, where she's got
Yeah.
like the 4 monitors and the 6 cameras and the 3 microphones, and she doesn't just have a stream
Yep.
setup; she has a studio,
It's
and
true.
so that's something that would work well for something like that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Elgato's software has always been really good, and now they have the again the Wavelength 3.0, which I've already gone ahead and installed, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's a good way to like deliver that broadcast level like audio power to your streams or to your conference calls. Or I mean, the all these products are also good for just like productivity users. They're not just for like the gamers or the streamers. Like it all is like it's meant to also be good as like productivity tools,
Oh, yeah,
right?
no, like Elgato doesn't just appeal to gamers and streamers right now. Like there are actual industries. There are people in
Yeah.
marketing for just absolutely out of the, left field companies that use Elgato products. There was a
Yeah.
stint I've talked about this where I worked marketing for a dog food company. When I first got there, they had an Elgato green screen and they had an
Yep.
Elgato light and they had Elgato this and they had a few different Elgato products on hand already for me to just grab and use while I was there. So I was like,
Yeah.
that is very cool that
Yeah.
Elgato extends its reach so far.
Yeah. You got those like freaking like channels, and you got like all the upgrades to all the products that they've already had, and uh with all the VST effects, and it's not complicated. It's just plug and go, and that is
Mm-hmm.
always of course something that is super
And
easy
it's just
and
they
valuable.
make it easy. Like you just look at the back of this thing, right? Like even if you have no idea what you're doing and you just like were handed a bunch of equipment, you could figure out where to plug everything in and essentially what it does.
Oh yeah, it's built for modern workflows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it gives you full control through their software, which really is good. It's almost like unmatched essentially. Like nothing really comes close, especially with this new line of products. Yes, they're not going to be cheap because they are like premium high-end products,
Yeah, these
right? But
again, these are for the people who are doing entire studio setups, right? It's not going to be for
yeah.
everybody, but for the people that it is for, it's everything that they need and more.
Oh, 100%. It's all like part of their ecosystem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's really good. Also shout out to like all the people in these videos because these are people I worked with during my internship. They're all really cool and I love them. And proud of them for a successful launch. It's really like, you know, part of the whole next era of audio that they're like conveying. And they are doing a lot of streams on their Twitch channel. kind of going into deep dives on each of these products. So keep an eye on the Elgato Twitch channel if you want to learn more. If you're an aspiring or up and coming like creator, or if you just work in tech or online remotely or anything, if you game, highly recommend taking a look at what they got cooking, because it really is impressive. I haven't even done the full dive myself as of this recording into everything that Wavelength 3.0 is capable of, but it is very impressive
Mm-hmm.
from what I am seeing, and it's really exciting to see uh, what is possible. So, very excited for the launch.
Oh
Just
yeah.
figured it was worth highlighting because it's you start very simply, and then you can start getting into the nitty gritty of the more advanced stuff. But um, yeah, so
I
it's
always
just
love
easy to
what
get
they do.
started.
I
You
have
know, I
their
always do.
MK2 webcam, and this thing has been doing
Yeah,
wonders for me. Like I notice the difference when recording for videos now as well, where
yeah,
like in some of my older videos, whenever I tried to do like green screens and stuff, myself looks grainy, right? Like you could tell that I was
yeah,
recorded separately, and it doesn't look great, and the colors are bad. But with this thing,
yeah.
it looks wonderful. Like
Oh
it
yeah.
feels professional, even though this is like a one time USB webcam.
Hmm.
It's very good. So
Yep.
shout out Elgato. Please sponsor me and him. Sponsor us both, please. We'll one of these days we'll figure it out. But anyway, let's take a small pivot into some other news. We've got Nintendo confirmed for PAX East 2026.
We're
You're going
talking a
to
lot about Nintendo, huh?
Yep,
Yeah, good
Nintendo
for
has
them.
been listen, with PlayStation shutting down studios and Xbox shooting itself in the foot. Nintendo, the biggest controversy they have is, oh no, they priced Fire Red and Leaf Green for $20.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
also compatible with Pokemon Home, which will be coming soon, and also you do get those special like tickets to get event Pokemon. So like, hey, maybe $20 isn't that bad actually.
yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not.
But hey, Nintendo. So PAX East didn't have its full exhibitor list out, but today, March 3rd, they dropped the full list, and they have added Nintendo of America to be returning to PAX East after they skipped it last year. Pokemon happened to be there, but now Nintendo is in fact going to PAX East. They are confirmed, and we're all very excited to know that they're going and very interested to see what their booths are. I feel like at some PAXs, I've seen their booth be a little underwhelming, but at PAX West 2025, for example, they had giant spaces with all these demos of like Legends ZA and all these games. But I'm hoping that, Nintendo has some neat stuff to show off, especially with Switch 2 now being
Mm-hmm.
out there. Last year when I went to PAX East, they had ads around the city for like Switch 2, but they notably weren't really there. So this is the first time that we could probably see Switch 2 pop up at the show.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that like PAX East is one of the largest, like most active, most attended like gaming events, especially on the East Coast. So it's really exciting. The complete expo hall is out there now. We know about all kinds of different things that are popping up from different indie studios and developers and publishers, all the way up to Nintendo now, as well as Magic the Gathering, Atari, companies like that. So it's good to know that Nintendo's going because honestly, PAX East needed some star-studded power for their expo
They
hall.
needed
So
that
I'm
like big thing in the center that goes, yeah, that they're here too.
yep. So now Nintendo is going, and that's gonna bring long lines with it. So
Of
it's
course. So that
always
means go
exciting.
everywhere except for the Nintendo booth, and everything will be short lines, except for the bathroom for some reason. There's always a line for that.
Always, always.
Pivoting to a different part of PAX East though, as we were
Yep,
just
yep.
talking about that. You know who else is going to PAX East that we mentioned last week?
We did
Toontown
mention
Corporate
last week.
Clash, a
Look
perspective
at
of
how
Toontown then and now.
bright and shiny they are on the schedule.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
right. Hey, I didn't even know the Neopets community meetup was happening at 11:45 a.m. How
Ooh, go
about
right from
that?
there to there. Actually, you probably don't want to do that because you want to get here early to get good seats. So,
That's
sorry,
right.
Neopets community.
Yeah, I guess you'll either have to pick one or the other because because the Neopets thing probably goes for like 45 plus minutes and then Toontown's panel starts at noon. But if you click on that on the schedule,
Ooh,
you
can I
will.
click on it?
Yep, you can. It'll pull up the page with
Ooh.
the schedule, the location, timing, and the panelists, and
I
they
love
added
how
me.
it's
I love
just you.
it's just me. Okay, so the reason that's there, it wasn't there earlier this morning, but I have like my own special guest page on the PAX East website,
Mm-hmm.
and they happen to like sometimes if I'm on panels, they'll repeat the past like info, and they already have my info. They just have to copy pasta into the new year. So it's kind of funny that they have my info kind of standing out, but uh, the Clash crew has like submitted everyone's information. So what PAX does with it is what they do with it. But this is a panel that has a proper description and a list of panelists, which includes me and Sir Squigs as creators, and then other members of like different parts of the Clash team. And basically, the panel is all about not only how Clash is like a fan hosted recreation of Toontown Online, but it's meant to just kind of talk about how, Toontown is like having this positive impact in the gaming community,
Mm-hmm.
how community contributions have like grown this niche space, how the volunteer efforts of games like Clash are, paid for out of pocket and essentially redefine what you know, MMO as and private servers have done and can do. So it's meant to just like look back on the past like several years of not only Clash but like the community as a whole. So the efforts are being led by Mr. Poppy Cheesy Corn, aka Peter Fields,
Mm-hmm. Love that
and then
guy.
it's yep, and then Snoopy's on there, Rockstar, me and Squigs, Dave and Gihil. And we all are going to be in the Condor Theater at noon on the first day of the con, kicking it off strong on Thursday, March 26th.
Cracking
Um,
jokes and talking
cracking
tunes.
jokes and talking tunes. I know for sure that this isn't one of the rooms that is like live streamed on the PAX channel, so we'll see if we can
You're
like
just gonna
get
bring
some
up your
kind of
phone
stream
and just
going.
be like, guys,
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
live streaming this, but go ahead and just pretend like I'm not here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, if anything, we can at least get like some kind of recording
You're
going
like up
for it.
up on the panel and you're like doing like the
Oh
selfie
yeah.
look. And you're
Hey
like,
guys. Hey, I'll do it. I'll do it if that's what the people want. So yeah, but I hope that, anyone that's interested in going to PAX ends up going. I just held like my 5 day or my 4 day badge giveaway. We just wrapped that up on our community. So we had like a couple thousand different entries for that, which is exciting.
nice.
So those winners will be drawn soon. Um, and PAX is like a really big event. You can get your badges still right now. And it's really cool to just see something Toontown related, you know, on the show. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
still think it's like a bit of a pinch me moment
It's like a
that an
surreal, like
event,
I can't believe that they made it here.
like,
They made
I,
it to the
I
big stage.
for real, like, I mean, I've been going to PAX events for like a very, very long time. It's been a number of PAXs. I believe, oh gosh, I believe that. Yeah, so PAX East 2026 is my 15th PAX event, counting East, West, and Unplugs that I have been fortunate enough to attend.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's like my sixth PAX East as well. So I've been going to a lot of these. Never once would I ever have fathomed a actual panel being Toontown related. It's kind of surreal and kind of awesome. A little sad that it's overlapping with the Neopets community meetup because I think there's a little bit of
Man,
crossover there.
they should
But
have their meetup at the Toontown panel. That just solves
imagine.
the best of both
Yeah,
worlds.
I imagine us on the table like chatting and having like a discussion, and then in the back corner of the giant room, it's just a lot of loud like Neopets fans just like chatting it up and hyping each other up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, it's really exciting to see like these niche communities kind of get this like spotlight amidst other companies like Nintendo, for example. Um, I mean, I'll even say that we do know that the world of Neopets, they do have a booth at PAX as well. They've had some like merch be present before at PAX East that I've seen, but this year they're actually Neopets themselves are actually getting a booth. Clash could not afford to get a booth, absolutely not, because they are
They cost a
volunteer
lot.
effort.
Yeah, it would be out of
Yeah,
pocket.
meanwhile, Neopets has 25 years under their belt, with a lot of backing behind them.
They got that
But
microtransaction money.
mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, to see these like worlds collide
Hmm.
is really exciting. So yeah, it's kind of funny that my image is the only one up there right now. Hopefully they take the other images that were sent in by the time y'all are looking at this page and they add them. But yeah, I have my own page if you want to click on it. It just has like my bio and
Let's
my
check it out. Let's
socials
see
and
what's on the Michael
yeah,
page.
it's the copy
They
repeat
doxed
of
you. I
my.
can't believe it.
Oh
Ah!
no, it's not like my name wasn't publicly available
No, it's
already.
true.
Yeah.
Bro, you
So
made
you can see
$140,000. You rich. That's
I'm rich.
crazy. They
The
they
jelly
really.
beans be rolling in, right? Yeah, so that's like my industry bio, and then you can also see the panels that I'm on, including the one I'm on Sunday, which is the game show that I'm going to be a part of. So it's really cool to be part of the show. And I'm really honored that I have a whole web page that is dedicated to me, little old me, on the
What do you mean you're
PAX
not on famous
website.
birthdays right now? Like, come on,
I think
famous
I have a
birthdays doesn't
famous.
count.
I think I have a famous birthdays page that I just have not looked. I
No,
forget
but this
that
is
that
really cool
exists.
though. That is really an awesome way to
No,
showcase you.
no, it's insane. Like, I mean, especially given like the own self-doubts about like content creation that creep in sometimes, like to
Hmm.
see a page like that that is dedicated to like myself and the work that our community has done, and to be listed amongst other creators and industry people is really amazing. So I'm really stoked that I get to be part of the list here, and to have like Toontown Corporate Clash on my PAX schedule is also like really cool. So I'm really grateful to the Clash crew for inviting me on, and I really am stoked that like a game that I'm passionate about gets to have a spotlight for an hour at PAX. I'm also going to look at maybe like streaming from the show as well, doing more of the Landfest charity stream zone and stuff like that.
And that's the
So,
end of this
uh,
month.
yeah, it's at the end of this month, March 26th to 29th. So it's literally like a few weeks out. Pretty wild. But I'm really excited for this show and to be back in Boston because it's a great city and y'all should go. Y'all should go to PAX. It's really fun. You'll meet me if you go. That's an incentive, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Speed Chat Plus podcast host, co-host, Smirky.
You
Uh
know, I never mentioned this. I forgot to mention this. But next month, you'll also be going to Level Up. And I
yeah.
finally secured my plane ticket, so I will also be going to Level Up. Whoa, you can see both
Yay!
of us if you go to Level Up Expo in April. Whoa! So
It's
I just
in
wanted
it's
to
at the
shout that
it's
out
pretty
there.
much like
That's I was like 95% as soon as I could get those plane tickets. We got those plane tickets, so we'll be
oh yeah.
going. So let's
It actually,
go!
yeah, it's April 24th to 26th. So just about a
Literally a
month
month,
after
yeah.
PAX is when everyone is then gonna transition over to Vegas for Level Up Expo. It's another great gaming convention. 3-day badges for that one are only $90.
That's not too bad.
So meanwhile, if you try to get a 4-day badge at PAX East, it's like at least $250 because it really is one of the like greatest like
Yeah,
highly
PAX
attended
East is
gaming
probably
events.
like the most notable gaming convention, I'd have to say.
It has been.
Hmm.
It continues to be, even post COVID. So,
Hmm.
yeah, it's really great to see what events are happening, and I do highly recommend coming to see me. Come meet me at these
Go
panels.
meet him.
Yeah, it'd be
I'm
really
gonna meet
awesome
him next
to see
month.
y'all. And then you're gonna meet me at Level Up, and we'll hang out, and it'll be great.
And we're gonna go see the
Yeah.
Mario movie because we're actually gonna be there like the whole week. So we're there like six
Mm,
days. So we get a couple days before and
that's
like a
right.
day or two after.
Nice, nice.
It's
But
gonna be
yeah, that's
great.
my little page on the PAX East website. I have a bit more personal info on there by choice because like several years ago when the Toontown community was a little weird, there were like pizza companies at our front door and my
Hmm.
info was kind of like out there and I just decided to embrace it. So which maybe people kind of forgot about that several years later. It was a rough thing that happened that I decided to embrace and turn into
Mm-hmm.
a positive. So as such, my like name and stuff is
What
a
makes you
little
more
more out there,
personable? The fact of the
makes
matter
me more
is that like
human,
in order to
personable.
relate to somebody, you don't have to see them as a brand. You get to see them as a person, right?
Yeah,
And like you'll
exactly.
notice that a lot of the larger creators do that as well. Some of them do
Yeah.
keep themselves like really secretive and only go by their online aliases to the point where they don't even show their face. But then there's a lot of people out
Mm.
there like Ninja Tyler Fortnite Blevins, you know, that is very much like this is who I am and that's okay. I mean, think of every professional sports player. They all go by their full names, right? Every single one.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. You know,
Yeah.
LeBron James is LeBron James. So there's no reason that gamers can't necessarily do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just really cool to see my page on there, and
I'm
I
proud of
look
you,
forward
man.
to seeing everyone at PAX, and I hope to see some of our community there because Toontown getting some kind of spotlight is really cool, especially because we don't have a Toon Fest. Maybe this is the alternative, even though it's just a little panel and not like any sort of booth or anything. But I'm really stoked about it. So please
Mm.
swing by and say hey.
It'll be Mini Toon Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Toontown, though, we have another update from another Toontown. I guess I couldn't call it a server. It's not TTR, though, right? There's a little bit more news in Toontown, and it's not from TTR. It's actually from Toontown the Grindworks celebrating its 1 year.
Hey, that's right. We talked about how I wasn't going to Loot Fest earlier, but Loot Fest 2025 is where I was actively streaming the launch day of Toontown the Grindworks, and we also raised a little money for charity as well to
Mm-hmm.
celebrate. But I can't believe it's been a whole year since that day. And Toontown the Grindworks has really like done so much for this community in a time where like the flagship servers are like a little bit under a dry spell in terms of like big updates
Content
and all the work that they're
updates
doing and
or even
some
stability.
restructuring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So to have like different members of those teams band together and on this like passion project that community members are still enjoying to this day is really awesome. And they did
Mm-hmm.
release a small update as well with some features, including like a little score recap like
Yeah, I have an image
screen.
of that. I brought that up since I went through and just finished the first run I played. I was all like, I don't care what time this is gonna get. We're not speed running. We're gonna finish the run,
I mean,
and this is
49
what I
minutes
ended
is
up
still
with.
insane,
I
but
mean, yeah, sub 50 is still pretty good, and I got a total score of 17,473. You can see some of the things you get for each punctual performer. I think that's a time bonus if I had to take a
yeah,
guess.
does the scoring like are there leaderboards? Did I miss a
You get it
leaderboard?
will keep your best score like logged where you can
Yeah,
always
yeah,
look back at what your best score is, and of course in the
yeah.
community people will share their best scores with each other and be able to showcase these things,
Yeah.
and almost every roguelike has an ending screen like this where hey, you completed your run, here's the seed, here's the time, here's your items. This is something that the Grindworks has been missing for a while. People are just really
Yeah.
happy to have this, so it's like, oh, I finished, I can screenshot this and send it to all my friends. Check out my time, look at the items I had, look at the good run I had. And this was a pretty good run. Look at this. Dragon wings to start. And then there's the snorkel.
Yeah.
I had, square glasses. I had the dragonfly wings and the angel wings towards the end. This is a pretty good run. The wooden sword. So we also have evasion expert. I have no idea what that is. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I got near 5,000 points for.
You're like, okay, cool. Like, it's fine. Yeah.
Cog Crusher, probably for the amount of cogs you fight, or maybe a combine of their levels, right? Boss Basher for beating bosses. Money Makers, probably however many jelly beans you got times a certain amount. I think it's like five. Every jelly bean is 5 points, so you get 76 jelly beans. It gives you 380 points. Task Taker
Mm.
for completing tasks. I don't know what Chaos Catalyst is. I'm not gonna lie. I got no idea, no clue.
You're just chaotic. I don't know.
Curious Collector,
Just
I think, is how many chests you open. Dubious Dealer is probably for buying or trading with the stranger, but probably shops. And Secret Sleuther, I think that's like if you get secret chests or something like that. Because you think in the Mint, right? There's that gold chest in that one room that you know, with the moving platforms, that you don't have to get that chest. It's out of your way to get. But if you get it, I'm sure it has like a tick that goes, oh, okay, bonus points for that. And that's kind of
Yeah.
where most of these points come from. I don't know what they all are, but if I had to take a guess, that's what most of them are. So it looks like you got to pop in and play the Grindworks again, especially since there's a new
I
item.
should.
There's a the rainbow jelly bean
Ooh.
is a new item that is okay if I spoil it for you real
Yeah,
quick.
if you give a description, I do not mind.
Okay, so what the rainbow jelly bean does is it's a hold item. It's not an accessory. It's kind of like a,
Yeah.
you know, just an item that you collect, kind of like what the this thing is, you know, the Philosopher's Stone. So it's a hold item. You get to hold on to it, and it doubles the value of all jelly beans that you earn. So if you pick up a red jelly bean, you actually get 6. If you earn a yellow jelly bean from a task, you end up getting double. So any jelly bean you would have earned doubles its value. So that's what it does. And in order to unlock it, you need to get at least a score of 15,000 on one run. So on my first run, I got 17,000. I unlocked it. It's very
That's cool. Okay, okay. Then there's a bit of a reason for tracking your score. I like that.
There you go. So
Sweet.
add that to your list of streams. What you told me earlier that you were going to finish Resident Evil later. I think you can. You probably only got like 6 hours left in the game max, if that, maybe even less. But then you still got to play Blueprints. And you got to hop on Grindworks again. So you better be writing all these down, Michael.
Type. Yeah.
Type. Yo, speaking of Resident Evil, though, I just wanted to, before I go into showing this, I just wanted to have a sit-down talk with you with Resident Evil now. And I went back to your VOD because I didn't watch it initially. You got it a day early. You played it a day early. I didn't want any spoilers. Then I went through and I played the whole game. I loved it. I think it's one of the best Resident Evils they've ever made. Might be better than 4. I truly believe that. And then I went back and I kind of skimmed through your VOD to see your reaction to different portions and different scares. And I just want to hear what your thoughts are. Just an overview. What do you think of the game so far? You're not even done, so you don't even know.
I'm not even done, but it's really good. Like, I mean, like I had like some comments come in during the stream that were all like, oh, I thought it would be like scarier than like Resident Evil 7 or whatever like that. And I'm just taking it with like a grain of salt because I'm like a first time
it's
like
still pretty scary
player. It's still scary. I mean, like I remember because the only thing that I played before actually getting my copy was the Gamescom PAX West demo where you're Grace and you're in that like you wake up in the like the ward or whatever. And you have like no idea what's going on, and then out comes the creepy monster thing, and that was
girl
like
lady.
Monster girl. Like if I didn't have that prepared mindset going into that segment, I would have lost my mind. Like, just what the heck am I doing? What am I getting myself into? And there are probably people that had to go into it not knowing what the heck they were getting into. But
I didn't know. I was all like, okay, so there's a little puzzle area, right? Actually, I'm not going to lie. I kind of forgot that I had the lighter and I could use it to go into the dark areas. And then once I figured that out, I was like, oh, this is great. And then like the body dropped and I was like, oh, okay, we're good. And
that's one of the most
pick up the body
parts.
And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, because there's no like cutscene, there's no warning. It just instantly like comes out of the door, and that's like Resident Evil for you. It's absolutely terrifying, and it's terrifyingly beautiful. So, yeah, it's a really fantastic game, and it's no wonder it's become one of the best-selling like Resident Evil games.
And for me, at least, what I think that they did so brilliantly is they essentially made 2 different video games and just overlap them with each other. It really is, because when you play as Grace, it is that first person terrifying horror experience that you expect from Resident Evil 7, right? But then you get to play as Leon and you're like, oh, shotgun, come here, zombie, pow, wow, pow, right? You literally played the section after Grace escaped from the ward and she got outside, that you get to be Leon and walk through that same space that Grace was just in. So it's like when you're playing as her, you're sneaking around, you're being careful, you're limited ammo, and then Leon in the same location against the same enemies, bop, bop, Bop! Oh, come over here. Right? Like
Oh
it's just
yeah.
two different feelings, but they do both of them so well because it's just the contrast of taking the best of Resident Evil 7 and the best of Resident Evil 4 and making
Yep.
it like its own game. So when you say
Yep.
there's literally something for everybody, there is something for everyone. Not only does it do so well at appeasing whether you're a fan of one type or the other, it helps introduce people who maybe not played the other styles to get them to be like, oh, you really like the Leon sections? Go play Resident Evil 4. Oh, you really like the
Mm.
Grace sections? Go play Resident Evil 7 and 8. And I think it does that phenomenally. On top of that, it does one of the things that I'm gonna make a whole video about this. At first I was gonna make it like a short, just being like, I liked the game, play it, right? But with how much I keep finding out about this game, I have to make a whole video. I have to. I got to sit down, write a whole script. It's gonna be great. But what they did that I always am like giving nods to indie games is the level of detail and the extra effort that they're putting into it. Just as an example, this isn't like major spoilers or anything because I know you haven't quite got here yet, but this is an Easter egg later in the game that Dan's Gaming
I like
found.
Easter eggs.
Yeah, it's an Easter egg.
Oh,
and
tofu!
he found
Oh
Mr.
my God, I saw
Tofu.
Tofu!
It's
Did you
Tofu
see
Guy,
him?
which you might not get, but it's a reference to an earlier.
buddy.
Look, there he is. It's a giant tofu cop. It's a piece of tofu that has a little police hat on, and it's a
Cute.
reference to one of the earlier games. And
God, that's
and you
so
just see him
cool.
hanging outside, and he's just there. He's chilling. Look, there he is. And that's just
I love references like that.
it's a small
Yeah.
reference. It's a wonderful Easter egg. They didn't have to put it in, but they did. But then, like,
Yeah.
in the contrast, there's also one of the biggest Easter eggs that any Resident Evil has ever seen. It is literally a COD Zombies level Easter egg where you have to do a dozen different things, like waiting 15 minutes in the processing plant in the basement, and then don't kill any zombies when you're going through the thing, and then after the basement, flush
Wow.
a toilet, and then proceed with the story, find a doll at the last part of the game, and then put it into your inventory, and then restart a new file, and it's still in your inventory, and you got to take it over here, put it in a secret puzzle. Like, it is phenomenal the amount of detail that they put into something just like this, right? The love and care
I need
that
to
they
see this
didn't
video.
they didn't have to. This is just 17 seconds, right? But there's probably a dozen videos easily on YouTube right now where you can see every single step once you're done with the game, and it'll explain everything fully. Right now, this is just showing one of the steps where you got to click these in a different order than the way you
Whoa.
unlocked it previously, and it goes, congratulations, you completed the challenge, right? But and the reasoning why I'll let you figure out for yourself when you watch a video later. But they did just a phenomenal job of all these different details, all of these different extras, putting in like a
amazing.
speed run mode, putting in all these different things that you have to try to complete. They even have like an old school mode where you have to use certain ribbons to save, so you can't save all the time. You have to be strategic and periodic with your saving. And I'm trying to beat the game
Yeah.
again on that mode, and I usually play for 15 minutes and then die and get upset and stop playing and try again the next day because I'm like, it's so much to redo. But I kind of love it because the game is
Wow.
is made in a way where it fuels that old school game style, right? Where not everything is just handed to you. You have to manage your inventory. You have to manage your ammo. You have to be strategic in a horror survival because it's a horror survival. It's not going to be handed to you. You got to figure it out. And
Yeah.
and it does that
Yep.
so well. So
It's amazing when people figure it out. And then even when people do figure it out, it's like, oh my gosh, like, I have to do what now? Can I even do that? Like,
So I'll be looking
Oh,
forward to
man.
watching you play the rest of the game later. But if you guys haven't played Resident
you
Evil
will not
9,
find me doing that.
if you like any sort of like horror survival game, it is hitting every note on that 100%. All right,
So cool.
now I kind of want to come to the catalyst of this episode, though, and talk to you about what I'm probably putting in the title, and that is the top 10 greatest video games of all time. Now, when I say this, I'm not sitting down and going, well, actually, let's go by the highest rated or the ones that really like evolved the gaming industry, because we've done that with like the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about your top 10 greatest video games of all time. And what brought this about is that there's this trend going on with streamers right now where they're doing their top 10 greatest of all time, and they're choosing some interesting ones, that's for sure. So like Jinxie, one of the largest streamers on Twitch right now, his top 10 games of all time, Rainbow Six Siege, NBA 2K17, COD Black Ops 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, another NBA 2K16, Rocket League, Fortnite specifically in its prime back in 2019, 2018.
Yeah, wow.
FIFA 14 specifically, another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and GTA 5. So
Hmm.
a lot of people have been making a joke being like, hey, so if it doesn't have a gun or a ball, am I right, guys?
Man.
The one I saw before
Man.
this was Quesos, and Quesos has, Quesos is a little bit more dynamic, right? He has NFL Street as his number one.
Huh.
Red Dead
Okay.
2 is up there again. It's a fantastic game. Resident Evil 5 specifically, which is interesting because nobody liked that one, but all right. Fallout New Vegas, great pick. Resident Evil 9 just came out. Metal Gear Solid 2. MVP Baseball 2005. Black Ops 2. Red Dead 1. And then the Black Horse Jack 3.
Shack
So
3.
some of these you definitely
Wow.
wouldn't see on a typical top 10 of all time, but it definitely is a quirky look at what some of these streamers consider some of the greatest games of all time, at least some of their favorites. So what I wanted to do is, between you and I wanted to kind of look at our top 10 of all time. So I'll start putting some numbers down, and I tried to give you a little bit of time to think about this. Maybe it'll be a little hard to come up with some of these, but I think it would be a fun little exercise and a nice look into what kind of games that we enjoy and that we look
Yeah,
at when we're playing video
I
games.
think it's interesting that they bring up a lot of those like sports games, right? Because I mean, for me too, like sports games were like pretty
They were prominent.
influential. Like
Yeah.
they were prominent games that definitely like, you know, got me into things like growing up into different genres and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Um, yeah, I'm currently trying to like remember what one of the games was that I was into. So,
I'm gonna try. I can't put all of these in particular orders, but I'm gonna hit you with a few of these. First one, I'm definitely gonna do Lego
mhm,
Star Wars, the complete saga. That's definitely
of
one of my
course, yeah,
go-tos.
that
Absolutely.
makes complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I'm also gonna throw up specifically Pokemon Soul Silver, maybe slash Heart Gold. It was, if I
Hmm.
had to choose between Soul Silver, Heart Gold, and Platinum, like it's got to be one of those. But I went with Soul Silver, so I'm not gonna do it again and put Platinum up here. But definitely think that one deserves to be up there too. I'm also gonna put The Last of Us. I think that one deserves to be one of my greatest of all times. I'm also gonna put Cult of the Lamb. Definitely goes into my top of all time. I think it's a phenomenal game. I think it's great. I think everybody should play Cult of the Lamb. Very good. If there's any that you can think of, you feel free to shout them out. I'm trying to like remember what else I had.
It's fair. It's fair.
Mm-hmm. What's one that maybe just like off the top of your head that you can think of?
I'm currently like I'm on a search right now, but
You're on a search.
I'm on a
Oh,
search for a particular game,
also I'm
and
doing Red
I'm
Dead
trying to find it
Redemption
based
2.
on music that I
Those
remember.
guys were right. They were onto something with that Red Dead Redemption 2 pick. I'm just throwing it out there. Oh, you know what? I have another one. Again, these are in no particular
Uh-huh.
order. I'm shuffling through like
Yeah.
some of my most played games and some of the ones I enjoyed the most and the ones that I go back to. Have to do Persona 5 Royal. That one was so good. I have beaten Persona 5 Royal probably 4 or 5 times now. It's very good. It's easily one of the best games of all time in my opinion. What are you searching for?
Sorry, I think I found it. I just yeah. Okay, it's gonna be oddball. I'm gonna
Yeah,
place this one at I'll place it at number 4.
number 4.
Stick with me. It's not FIFA, but it's FIFA. But it's not FIFA. It is Pro Evolution Soccer 3.
Pro
And this was
Evolution Soccer 3. That is a
yeah,
pull.
it's a poll, but it's one of those games that again I like. I played nonstop as a kid, and
Mm-hmm.
that game is on PS2, and it was basically my FIFA before I started playing FIFA,
Mm-hmm.
and the music was catchy, everything about it was catchy. Loved it. I'm gonna say, where should I put Pokemon Battle Revolution?
Which one is Pokemon Battle Revolution?
That
I
was
don't
on the
even remember that
Nintendo
one.
Wii when Gen 4 was around, and you could connect your Nintendo DS to the game to battle your friends with
Mm-hmm.
your Gen 4 Pokemon. Um, I'm gonna place that at number five. Yeah,
Okay, so
Pokemon Battle
Pokemon
Revolution.
Battle Revolution. All right, I
Oh
thought of
yeah,
another one actually. Paper Mario Thousand Year
ooh,
Door. That one's so good. I
nice.
mean, like, I kind of want to low key. This is a weird pull to do Escape
Hmm.
from Ever After. Because the thing is as
Oh,
much as I loved Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, I've already beaten Escape from Ever After like twice, actually three
hmm,
times now. It's been three
hmm.
times, and I'm itching to do it for a fourth. I really want to play that game again. It's been really good, but it's
Number
between those two,
three.
you know.
Oh, no, number three is Pokemon Pinball, which was like the Ruby Sapphire one.
You are pulling some oddballs, aren't you?
Yeah, that one was on the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Pinball, Ruby and Sapphire. If you've never played that, oh man, the amount of hours I spent on that, I wasn't even trying to catch them all. I just enjoyed playing the game. It was fun. Um, Number two, Sonic Heroes.
Okay, see, I was just thinking Sonic as well. I went Sonic
Yeah,
Adventure 2 Battle though.
of course, yeah.
That's
Sonic
the
Adventure
like
2.
I probably put more time into Sonic Heroes, and I that's because that's the one I owned. If I could have, I would have played Sonic
Yeah,
Adventure 2 Battle upside, downside, left side, right side, outside, inside, out. But
yeah.
Sonic Heroes and Sonic Riders are the ones I put the most time into as a kid because those are the ones I
Mhm.
owned. But I still think I love Sonic Adventure 2 Battle more. Oh, it's so
Number
good.
nine is going to be mm, Mario Kart DS.
Mario Kart DS is a that's a pretty good pull too.
I'd say so.
I'm throwing
I know Mario Kart
Astropod
Wii is
down
like
there.
goated, but Mario Kart DS is I spent a lot of time on that
Like
game. So
it's really I love that you're not just pulling
yeah,
games, you're pulling like the weird
these are
side
my
games of
childhood.
these
These are my
games.
core games as a kid. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is. These are my games, man. Gosh, what
I'll round
else?
out
I mean,
mine.
they're
I'm rounding out mine
yeah,
here
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
Round out yours.
Toontown. I mean, it's a
Wow, what a
big part
cop
of my
out.
life. I play it
Then
a
you know
lot.
what?
It's probably one of the best MMOs.
You know what? I'm putting Toontown at number eight, just in spite of you.
Ooh, okay. Toontown right there. I'm doing kind of a rewritten slash Grindworks
Okay, I'll
slash
do.
corporate clash
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, that's fine. I'll just leave mine at Toontown. We'll just all encompassing.
All encompassing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gosh, let's say, man,
So just so you
so
know,
many.
mine are in like non specific order. I can't be bothered to
Yeah,
try to
yeah, yeah.
like, you know, these are just as I was thinking of them. If I had to choose my top 10 of all time, those are my top 10. And when I'm
Hmm.
looking at mine, I guess there's technically a gun in this one, but I'm pretty gun and ball free. This is a gun. This is a gun. There's technically a gun in Cult of the Lamb, but it's not the same. There's technically a gun in Persona
Yeah.
5, but it's not the same. Um, Sonic turns into a ball. Does that count? There's a
Hey,
squirt gun in Toontown, you know? Like
true. Okay, another oddball PS2 sports game. I'm gonna put at number. We'll put it at number six. Hot Shots Golf 3.
Hot Shots Golf 3. You know, like that actually got me thinking of what was that new golf game that came out? The
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots.
No, the one that you gave me a key for that you're like we should play this sometime.
Ah, Super Battle
Super
Golf.
Battle Golf. So I know this week we're finally doing Mario Strikers because we said we were going to do that 2 weeks in a row.
That's
But
right.
next
That's
week we
right.
should. I don't know how long like a round of Super Battle Golf is, but we should do that for our game of the week.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see how long it normally takes, but yeah, it's a good idea for sure.
All right, you got three
Um,
more to put up there.
I do have three more. I'm just gonna spitball, oddball, whatever as ideas come up for me. Um,
It could
and I'm
be
very
recent. It could
proud of the
be
list I have.
Not
Yeah.
recent. I'm gonna put a bonus 11 because I like to go one step more. This one I'll put Resident Evil 4 remake because I loved playing that one. I thought it was so good.
Oh man,
Requiem
I
is
have
great, but like I had a ball playing Resident Evil
yeah.
4 remake.
Okay, I do have a very, very oddball game for
Mm-hmm.
you, and you could still get it for $10 on Steam,
Yeah.
apparently. Um, I played this on the Wii way too much. It's gonna be my number 10. It was Thrillville Off the Rails.
Thrillville off the rails. Rails
This is
begins with an
a
R.
this is a hilarious like 3D game where you're like building out these like death-defying roller coasters and they leap from like one track to the other, and there's all these like silly little mini games involved in this amusement park world as well. It's like a game from like 2007,
Yo,
but
can
it's
I
so
like
goated.
can
Oh
I
my
do like a
God.
random poll that like reminds me of that
Yeah.
game, but it's not that game, but it's probably very similar to that game, and it's not Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's called Sim Theme Park, and this is like from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
this is like I don't even know where you could get this game anymore.
1999, goodness.
1999, right? And you had this little guy that would be like, okay, here's how to play. And you'd have like the funny little
Yeah.
bounce house and you have the little kids that come in and it's, I don't know. I played this for hours, man. Hours. I would always
Hmm.
go horribly into the negative, but it was so worth it, right? And you had to like hire
Hmm.
people to help the rides if they break down. This girl didn't like that little ride and buy land, clear land, buy mechanics and buy dudes to dress up in dinosaur outfits and entertain the guests. And there was 4 or 5 different parks that you could choose from, like the Spaceland and the Jurassic theme and stuff like that. And raise and
Hmm.
lower your ticket prices and price gouge them like Disney would. Oh, I could not get enough
Oh
of this game. It's
man.
not going on my top 10, but let me tell you, this is one of the games I probably spent some of the most time on as a kid. Genuinely.
I yeah, I like how my list is kind of being comprised of all these like games
Childhood
that
games. And that's
just they
great. I
really
think
they
that
it
makes it
really is
unique to
nostalgia.
you. Nobody's top 10 is going to look like yours. Like if
Exactly.
you ask a million people, you might get somebody whose top 10 looks like mine, minus Toontown. But I don't think
Mm,
anyone's top 10 is going to look like yours.
no. Number 7, let's put Mario Party DS.
Mario Party DS. Man,
I
you spent a
know, a
lot of
little
time on the
hot take.
DS, huh?
It was a Christmas gift. And I did spend a lot of time on that particular one. I do love a lot of the Mario parties, like Mario Party 5 and stuff, but I don't know. I'm gonna just throw DS up there. It's cute. It's fun. Um, yeah, kind of cutesy. And then, gosh, the number one game. What did I put up there of all time?
What game minus
Um,
Toontown do you have the most like playability on that you put the most time into and always go back to after even years?
the answer is not Kingdom Hearts because there's a lot of playtime I need to be putting into that franchise.
Kingdom Hearts is such a good pull though. Kingdom Hearts
It
2,
really
if I had to
is.
put a 12, I'm just
Oh
put a
yeah,
12.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is so
Kingdom
goated.
Hearts 2, right? Like just
I'm
just
watching
I'm
a
sneaking in
streamer.
a couple down there.
I'm watching a streamer right now who's like currently going through the different moments of Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time, and it's
Oh
so refreshing
wow.
to see their like
Mhm.
genuine reactions to like two keyblades, like those
That's
moments like that.
awesome.
It's just oh,
One
it's
of my
so
like
satisfying.
upcoming video ideas that I want to make eventually is going through and like
Hmm.
playing all the Kingdom Hearts games again and just kind of doing commentary over the best parts and the silly parts and stuff like that.
Oh
And
yeah.
titling the video, I played every Kingdom Hearts game dot 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 and I still don't get it.
Yeah, who really truly gets it,
I
right?
still don't understand. Thought that would be a fun title, but yeah,
That
it's
is a
just.
fun title.
Mm-hmm. All right, you still got one more though.
I know. It's tough to think. I mean, because I do agree that Lego Star Wars is goated, and I'd consider putting that up there.
I talk about how much time I put into Sim Theme Park. Lego Star Wars, I probably 100% like 9 times in my life. Like it is, I have played that
Yeah.
game so much. You won't see it on my current Steam library, but as a kid, when I
Yeah.
owned the actual discs, it was all I was doing.
Thinking back to my old binder of like video game discs that I had. Not that I have to, but I'm just like,
Oh yeah, no, that's what makes it your
thinking about it.
list, though. You know, like the games that really
Yeah.
resonate with you, the ones that you could play over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm also noticing a lot of this was like a lot of these are like handhelds. I don't know. It's like a good mix of like console and then a little bit of PC and then
Mm-hmm.
the handhelds. The handheld gaming was like really influential to me. Um, I really invested in that. Um, you know what? Okay. I don't think it's my true number one, but it's the one that I'm gonna throw on as number one. Uh, I'll never forget walking into our local GameStop with my sister,
Up a
and
1.5.
not 1.5. How dare you? Okay, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5, 2.5. Okay,
2.8.
so yeah, right, 2.8. Okay, so I walked into a GameStop with my sister. This is one of my all-time moments, which is why I think I'm putting this up there.
Mm-hmm.
We turned around after we walked in the door, and we saw a Nintendo Wii station that had the screen of Mario on one side and Pikachu on the other side,
Hmm.
and we instantly became hooked because that game was Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
Ooh, good pull too, because it's
I
not just
I
Super
know it's
Smash
not
Bros. Dude, Brawl was
it's
like
not
one
the
of my
me
favorites of the series as
yeah.
well. You know
Yeah,
what
it's not
spoke to me
Melee,
about
it's
it?
not
It's not just the fact that Bowser
yeah.
was a good character in that one, and I love playing Bowser, but like their level editor was actually like well made. I don't like the level editor in the
Yeah.
new ones where it's like, oh, you just draw it. It's like, no, that's stupid. I liked being able to
No,
take
the
like the
that
lifts and put
was
them on the grid and the
yeah.
different blocks and oh, I made so many levels. I didn't even own a Wii. I went to my friend's
Yeah.
house every weekend, and all we did was
Yeah.
make custom levels and fight on the custom levels. It was awesome.
Right. You had custom
Oh.
levels, you had Subspace Emissary,
Mm-hmm.
which got ruined by YouTube videos, according to Sakurai. Rest in
Yeah.
peace. Um, but yeah, Smash Bros. Brawl, I think, does take the cake because of that core memory that my sister and I shared. And the amount of times that we played the game was just so fun. So that makes up my list.
Yep. So I think it's kind of funny that the one that's next to my face is yours, and the one that's next to your face is mine. But still, those are our top 10 in my case, 12 and a half games of all time. Let us know if ours are better than Jinxies and Quesos. I like your
They
list. I
had
think
like,
it's unique. I don't think anyone's gonna have a list
yeah.
like that.
No, I mean, and there's reasons and stories behind all those
Mm-hmm.
games. So,
I mean, for
yeah,
me, it's
uh,
just these are games that I play either a lot or have touched me specifically, right? Like, I only
of course.
beat Red Dead Redemption 2 once, but that experience when I played it, I could not put the controller down. A lot of
Mm,
games, especially nowadays, we like second screen. We'll have something, we'll have like a Twitch stream or a YouTube video up while we're playing. That one, I
yeah.
was locked in. I was like, I have to give my full attention to this game. I need to know everything that's going on. I need to fully embrace it. And it was one of those
Yeah.
games that I had to do that. And then The Last of Us, I
Yeah.
think, is just one of the best games ever made. I think it's one of the best stories ever told. So, you know, like
Mm.
I have my own reasons for all these, but I really do love that your list is so personal to you.
It is. It really is. I mean, yeah, and I don't think I've even brought up stories of games like Thrillville or Pro Evolution Soccer because I haven't thought of those games in a long time. So it's
Mm-hmm.
nice to remember how impactful those games were in my childhood.
All
Yeah.
right, you want to compare that to Steam's top two? Well, I'm not even going to do top 250, but just
Oh,
looking at their top
brother.
10 of all
I
time.
mean, Terraria, shout out Terraria for
This
real.
this is Steam's top 10 of all time. Terraria, great pick. Stardew Valley, great pick. Left 4 Dead 2. The reason why also is because of the ratings, I believe.
The
It's like a
ratings.
mixture of like its percentage versus how many reviews it has. Like Terraria is only 97, but 1.5 million views or reviews is crazy. That is a lot of
Yeah.
reviews,
I
right?
mean, the most recent game up in the top 10 is Black Myth Wukong, which is a testament to why it was a Game of the Year nominee.
Mm-hmm. And even so, that's like there's some interesting polls like Euro Truck
Yeah, Euro Truck.
Simulator 2. That's interesting. That's a poll. Portal 2, great game, deserves to be up there. Baldur's Gate 3 is also a
Is
fantastic
a
choice.
shoe-in.
I
Yep,
mean that one game of the year, right? The Witcher 3 I've
it
heard is
did.
fantastic. I still need to play that. And then Hollow Knight, which I'm surprised Silk Song hasn't made its way up this list yet
Mm,
either, but definitely worthwhile for being up there. It's like looking at some of these games, I'm like, oh, there's more I wish I could even add to my list, because if I could, Ghost of Tsushima would definitely be on my list as well. But
Oh
you
yeah,
see
I'm surprised
Persona
it
5
isn't.
Royal over there, Resident Evil.
Hi-Fi Rush is goated.
Hi-Fi Rush is a critically acclaimed video game. Dark Souls,
Yeah.
any Dark Souls game really. And then even scrolling down as well, you see some of these other ones
Binding
like
of
the
Isaac
original
is a
Portal,
classic.
Binding of Isaac, Hades, Bloons Tower
Yeah.
Defense. There's what really speaks to me about this list is that almost all of these games are uniquely different, right? Terraria and Stardew Valley. I mean, I guess I wouldn't call Terraria like a cozy game. It has its cozy game moments, but Stardew Valley is definitely uniquely different. But all of these are so different. Left 4 Dead 2 is a zombie survival. Gary's Mod is a sandbox, driving, a Souls-like fighting game, puzzle platformer, an RPG, an open world, a Metroidvania. They're all so uniquely different. And I think that is incredible. So wanted to
100%.
bring that up and draw a comparison to that too. All right, you ready for our game of the week, though?
Game of the week. What is it?
We're gonna play Strikers. You got it updated, right?
I do have the classics.
He has the classics.
The GameCube classics. I'm gonna
We got
fire up my Switch too.
Okay. Then the question is, do we play against each other or do we play with each other? I would love to be on the same team and just kick the butt of a computer if
I'm down. I'm down to be on the same team.
Because listen, we're on the same podcast. Even though sometimes we go head to head, I love doing cooperative games with you as well. It's pretty cool.
Sure thing.
All right, let's hope that this works this time, because I didn't I didn't actually test this yet, so we're just hoping that it works. I see that you're online though, so hit that search again, see if you come up. He'll come up one of these days. Don't you worry about it.
Oh yeah. Play online.
Wonder if it's like if you have to like start playing or if I have to start playing. Oh wait, I can set a pass. Should I set a passcode?
Yeah, set a passcode.
Set a passcode in case somebody's watching live. It's 555. Oh, there we go. That's how you do it. Okay, yeah, because then I can invite you. And then there we go. I'm learning. I'm figuring it out.
I got an invite to play a game online.
Let's go! All right, I'll control the menu, it looks like. So let's bring it up. We got the European version and the Super Mario Strikers.
Yeah, I see the menu that you're displaying on your screen and how you're moving around it is also on my screen.
Oh, let's go. Your connection with the other player is unstable. Let's go.
Let's go.
Why is it unstable?
Maybe it's because the router for me is like on the opposite end of the house, so...
It could be. I mean, I also don't have my Ethernet cable plugged in. That's okay. I'm running on that Wi-Fi. All right, here we go. I have most of the stuff unlocked. So who do you want us to be? Who should our team be?
Well, I'm Mario, so there's
okay,
that.
Okay, we'll do Team Mario then, and we'll do the Birdos, and we'll go against Wario, because Wario's evil and he has all of the evil Koopas. All right.
Yeah.
Then we go over there. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. It's working. Let's go.
It's working.
I have most of these already unlocked, so let's go Crater Field. All right, do you know how to play? Do you remember how to play?
Totally.
Yeah, me too. I definitely have played this recently. Haha, I've not. I think it's like A to pass, B to shoot, and then like X or Y is to like punch somebody.
It's something like that.
Something along those lines. Mario! I'll go ahead and I'll pass it and swap off of Mario, so you can be Mario if you want. There you go. That's you. Oh, good shot!
Oh, that's the shoot button. Okay.
All right. Oh, I was able to trip him. It's Y. Y is to trip him. All right. Oh wait, I'm player 1. Why did I think I was player 2? Pass it over there.
Not.
Shoot. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him again. Get him again. You can switch characters. Switch characters. Get it back. There you go. It's all you. It's all you. Bring it up. Bring it up. I'm clearing the path. I'm clearing the path. Shoot. 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 The super strike.
Oh, I did it too early. I did it too early.
It's hard to time just initially, but then you add the latency onto that. I don't know if you're ever gonna hit one of those. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I was just really bad at.
No! He's cheating. He's cheating.
Wario is a cheater. Let's be honest.
Oh! Can I get a shot here? Ooh! Dribble it in. Shoot it. Pass it. Shoot. All right. We just gotta keep on shooting. All right, I got it. Lob pass.
I'm open.
Oh.
Ooh.
I tried to do the old lob bicycle kick.
Oh no, get him.
Dude, we need a better goalie. That's what we need. Oh.
We do.
All right, that's you. Super kick. Super kick. The latency doesn't make it good, does it?
It's tough out here. It's tough.
We out here.
Whoa.
I don't know how they make it look so
What
easy.
difficulty did you set them at?
Normal. They're on normal. I missed
see,
two.
you get it.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
hard. It's okay. This is the one. We're good. We got it this time. All right, I'll clear for you. I'm clearing. Oh, you had a perfect pass. That's what that green
tried.
is. All right, let's try this
go.
again. Wait, that was close.
Okay.
That was close. Oh, he's stunned. Oh, almost had him. There you go. Beat him up. Kill him. Kill him. Oh, you killed him.
I got blocked.
Dude, their goalie's just better than ours. We've taken more shots. They just keep...
Oh no.
Oh, we got items. I kind of forgot.
Yeah, how do we use items?
I think it's one of the buttons. I think I accidentally used one. Oh, there it is. It's X. X is to use the item.
Okay, we got some green shells.
There you go.
Oh, yep,
Big green
there we go.
shell. Kill him. Ugh. All right, I got it. No, I don't. How did he steal it from me? He's cheating. Dude, we were literally just murdering them. Oh, I had
I
him
totally
like...
was not offsides.
I know, right, dude? That's a foul. Where's the foul? Don't mind the fact that we're fouling every single play. Oh. Oop.
Hey!
Oh, he was open though. Get out of here.
Oh, he's running.
Up the field. Go up the field. Oh, I killed him. Dude,
Oops.
Dude, Wario's cheating. I'm telling you. Clear.
What
clear,
on
clear.
earth? Okay.
Wait, why is Bowser here?
It's like tilted.
Ah! He's cheating! He called him Bowser! I think I'm dead. Where's my guy?
Yeah, where'd you go?
I think I got trampled. Dude, we gotta score at least once. This is
I
embarrassing.
know. It'd be very disappointing if we don't.
Alright, back to you. I am just whiffing on that.
No way.
Oh.
It like rolled over someone.
Uh-oh. Our goalie was stunned. Shoot. Oh!
Let's go!
It's in! Let's go!
Go,
We got
go,
one!
go.
We don't suck!
I scored!
Alright, can we get another one in like the next
It'd be so
less
nice
than a
if we could
minute?
score again.
We gotta tie it up. Oh, that's you. You got it.
I was passing it, but it's fine.
It's all good.
We have 30 seconds to make a stand. I'm open.
All right, this is it. This is it right here. No, it's not. He's just shooting it away.
That's not what you're supposed to score.
All right, pass it to Mario. It's our last chance. I did it early. I'm just guessing at this point.
Whoa, he hit it back.
He did. Dude, they're just clearing it. They know what they're doing. 10 seconds. Pass it up. It's all you. Oh. All right, I'm spamming shot in case he gets stunned. Oh, he held on to it.
GG's.
You know what? We did pretty good. We got 1 score. It's a tough game. They don't make games like this no more. They hold your hand and make everything easy.
It's quirky.
Wario
I love it.
Shut up, Wario. I didn't mean to rematch. I'm closing it.
Okay, but what if? No.
What if, yo? Best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3.
I love Mario Strikers.
I'm glad that we got a chance to do that, though. Maybe we got to do that in the future or something. Try to do like a whole season. You and me, see if we can beat the computers or something.
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
All right, and for final game shoutouts, what do you got? Anything that you've been playing recently?
Well, shout out to Super Battle Golf for giving me and my friends some keys for us to be able to play that later. That game has been taking off a lot in popularity amongst not just streamers, but friend groups. And
dude, you asked me if anyone else wanted to play with us. I was like, dude, I think everybody I know owns a copy of this game.
I have a lot of friends that own a copy of this game. Yeah, so. For sure.
That's a really good shout out. My shout out is actually kind of an oddball one. This is a game I got a key for. It's called Lost and Found Co., where it is a... Ooh. Have you ever done Where's Waldo before?
Yeah.
So it's like an anime Where's Waldo, right? So there's a whole story behind it. The embargo for this lifts the day that we upload this, so I'm totally fine to show this footage. But I did get early access to this. I'm going to do a little short review. So just to bring up a quest to kind of show you exactly what it is, you bring up the quest and they go through their little story of all like, hey, we got to find this and this, or people lost some things, and there'll be a list of things at the bottom that you gotta find, right? You gotta find the little foxes, and you scroll out and you look through the area and you gotta find the foxes, right? And like this is a specifically an easy one. That's not even the foxes I'm supposed to be looking for. There's just a lot of them. Right?
It's cute.
But yeah, no, it's literally Where's Waldo in the form of a video game with like a little story and stuff. And then you can even interact with a bunch of the other stuff. Like there's monkeys and other stuff like that. And you can see other people living in their environment, their habitat. Everything is hand drawn, by the way. Look at this beautiful area. I love that.
It looks great.
Oh yeah. So I wanted to shout this out specifically because, like I said, and you said it too, we get dozens of games, maybe even hundreds of games run through our email, and it's really hard to pick out the hidden gems and see which ones are really worth our time. But I saw this one and I was like, oh, I got to check that out. And it is wonderful. It is a joy and a treat. So Lost and Found Co. Probably, I don't know when it comes out. I just know the embargo lifts like the day that this video goes up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's a great shout out.
Thank you. And we just hit the 2-hour mark on the podcast as well. A nice, good, long episode. Look at us.
That's a good episode.
I always love doing these. I love talking video games with somebody who loves video games just as much, maybe even more than I do. So, again, thank you guys for watching. Let us know what your top 10 video games of all time is down in the comments below. We'll judge you harshly for it. No, we won't. But otherwise, leave a like. Be sure to subscribe. Check out future episodes. And I'm thinking what we got to do is we got to do more co-op games together and just upload that to this channel and just have our like co-op game like playthroughs here. I think that would be really cool.
True.
That'd be awesome.
Well, anyway, we'll be back in a couple weeks while I go to GDC and check out the Game Developers Conference.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, we're probably going to have at least another hour and a half of things to talk about next time, too. These things, there's always so much to talk about in the gaming industry.
So much. Yeah.
All right. Until next time, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.